straight, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, here been the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank, coming with a dank. Scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Woodward Heavyweights
What
Live
up,
on
though?
Sports.com. Each of my spin more reaction. Chris, Nicholas Koloff, Gordo, a.k.a. the Commissioner, building as well. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Got some Detroit Lions news for you guys. A couple press conferences, really, and reactions.
Press conferences, couple signings.
Weekend, so I think it's safe to do some grades for some of these signings.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm looking so forward to that one. Maybe we'll do grades on the moves, just to stretch it out and make it more interesting and all that good stuff like that. Speaking of interesting, Team United States got the dub last night. There's some controversy, though.
I mean,
Baseball.
Yeah, it's baseball.
Yeah.
Like, if you thought it was a missed call, whatever. It's not like the bases were loaded or anything like that. But, yeah, good win from Team USA. Juan Soto out there bitching, sounding just like Nathan McKinnon. I think we showed everybody who the best team was in the world. No, you didn't, because you lost. So USA's better team. If you were the best team in the world, maybe you should have got some hits with runners in scoring position, because they didn't all night. USA shut them down. The pitchers of Team USA, just absolutely insane. Paul Skeens, shout out. He had a great game. Aaron Judge cut down Fernando Tatis. That was awesome. A lot of great plays made on the infield and defensively. It was an old school battle. I think everybody kind of expected, with the team that the Dominican Republic fields, and obviously the USA is no slouch when it comes to home runs as well. Thought it was going to be a higher scoring game, but a couple solo shots, and USA took care of business. Awesome game to watch. Now we got to see who wins tonight and see who we get in the finals.
Nick, you're a proud American. How you feel about that one?
Juan Soto can shuffle his way back to New York and
Oh!
miss the playoffs again. That's what I got to say about Juan Soto bitching about this one. They had every opportunity to win this game, and they just flat out didn't do it. And I thought it was a great game. And I know a lot of people like, oh, World Baseball Classic, it's not as big of a deal. I just think it's awesome to see the best players in the world go up against each other. Like, getting to... you get to see the pride really shine, and especially, the Dominican Republic, they were extremely hype as advertised, and I think you got to see a lot of the, American pride as well by guys like Paul Skeens. You got a guy like Roman Anthony, the young gun, getting a shot.
Hell yeah.
He got injured at the end of last season for Boston, so he didn't get to finish a great start to his rookie year. But Roman Anthony's going to be a guy to keep an eye on for a long time. Probably going to break out, be an all-star for the Red Sox this year. He had the game-winning homer. So shout out to Roman Anthony getting the job done. And I will say I was hoping to see a little Will Vest. Didn't get a chance to, but maybe we'll see him in the championship game that we will be doing a live stream here at Woodward Sports. So make sure you guys check that out.
Check it out.
Absolutely. Speaking of live streams, Thursdays will be at Art and Jake's in Washington.
Hey. Washington Township.
All the way from BDE till the Michigan game.
Yeah, Neil's doing it's going to be the day of Neil. He's going to be on live pretty much the whole time. We're going to rotate, obviously, all the hosts in throughout the programming, but first day of March Madness on Thursday. So excited. Michigan State, both Michigan got I would say a slightly easier bracket than Michigan State did, but
Slightly.
just slightly. Still some good teams over there, a couple SEC teams, and obviously Iowa State is a pretty good program. So, but Michigan has a pretty, I don't want to say easy path, but one of the clearer paths to the Final Four. So, Michigan State, not so much. A lot of tough matchups in that bracket, but it's always going to come down to fucking Duke. It does every single year. So, hopefully they don't get caught slipping early and we can get Duke in the Elite Eight.
How'd you feel about the loss last night?
Michigan State's loss?
Yeah.
That was
Friday.
Yeah, Friday night. Yeah, it was just sloppy. They looked uninterested, didn't look focused, weren't playing any kind of defense, and you got beat.
What about the for you, Nick?
Season's over. Should have never even played. No, I mean, obviously they didn't really show up yesterday. Purdue was kicking their ass inside, which is not what you want to see right before the tournament.
That's true.
You didn't see, or you're starting to see the Kaysen loss have a slight effect on this team. It was pretty close with Ohio State. They won at the buzzer against Wisconsin. Then you, boom, go down to Purdue, which, let's not forget, Purdue was the number 1 team in the nation early in the season. Like, they were preseason. This team was built up. They're old. They have all that experience. They're highly talented. They're so old out there, yeah. But
They are old.
they are.
I mean, so
and
are you guys.
they've been through a lot.
Yaxel's
So
fucking
that Purdue,
26.
Yaxel's 26?
oh, dude.
I'm about to say, what the
No,
fuck?
but this Purdue
I mean, he's like,
team
might
is
as well be.
battle tested as all hell. And you saw it in that game. They wanted it more, and they got the job done. Do I think Michigan's going to win the Natty? I do. But that's not what I wanted to see yesterday. I still take pride in the Big Ten tournament championship. Obviously, you want to win the regular season and that with it. So a little bit of a stain on the resume, but good to see them in a bracket that they can come out of, especially because Alabama, their second leading scorer, got caught with a pound of weed. So you just hate to see it.
Facing felony drug charges for a pound of weed.
Alabama knows how to pick him in the basketball program. It's insane.
I mean, Brandon Miller was pretty good.
I know what I'm saying. Yeah, another situation. That one was weird. I don't want to even get into the details of that one. It was. That's how I see it.
No, I'm excited for March Madness. It's a great time of the year, obviously. If it's not Michigan State, which I wouldn't bet on Michigan State to win the championship this year. I just don't think they got the top end talent, unlike some of these other teams. But I want Arkansas to do something really bad. I think Arkansas is going to fraud check Arizona in that side of the bracket because I think Darius Acuff is the best player in the country. He's like a Damian Lillard clone. Like, what he does is so impressive. And I said it on BDE today. Like, if you have a guy that can go for 40 points any given time, just like sitting there's not a lot of teams that can compete with that. And when he's out there and he's dialed in and he's knocking down shots from all over the place, he's pretty insane. So if you're just tuning in, not really much of a college basketball fan, go check out Arkansas when they play. Obviously, Cal Perry down there now, and Darius Acuff, a Detroit kid, probably going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. So they're going to be very exciting to watch.
Yeah, I feel like in the tournament, when you have a point guard like that, they really do carry. I feel like almost more than any position. I go from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, I was going to say Kemba.
Who's that kid that Miami ended up drafting too? Shabazz,
yeah.
Like point guards carry in the
absolutely.
tournament, and it's
You don't even
guards
have to
carry.
be a good NBA level guard. You just have to be a good college level guard, and you can carry.
Trey Burke.
Yeah,
Peyton Silva.
You
know who didn't have a deep tournament run
Rose.
last year, but looked really good to me, and kind of carried a couple games, was that guy out of Colorado State, Nick Clifford.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good couple games in the tournament too.
The kid from Florida last year,
Yeah.
Swamp Curry. I
Yes,
can't even remember
yeah.
his name, but he was going crazy.
Is there an NBA update on him?
I think he plays for the Jazz, I think.
What's his
Was
name?
he getting minutes though?
I can't remember his name.
Swamp Curry is
I
what we
call
know
him
him as. Yeah.
Swamp Curry.
Nick Clifford's he's had some good games for the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the Kings, but he's getting runway.
And Acuff is fun to watch. He's not just a good college guard. Like, he's going to be an elite NBA player. And you got a couple of those guys in this tournament. I saw that we could potentially be getting Gonzaga and BYU in the second round, which would be sweet. Like, that would be a great matchup.
Battle of the Silk.
Yeah, so that would be really cool because BYU, the only other player that I would consider drafting over Darius Acuff is what's Diabata or
But I always butcher the last name. AJ something.
yeah
Right.
from BYU. He's a freak.
Oh yeah. What the hell is his name?
AJ Diabata. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, he's because his potential.
So you take him
is-
over.
Maybe he's the only one I'd really consider. Like, I know people are saying Boozer. I think both of those guys in my mind have much more upside of being stars in the NBA than Boozer does.
Wow. On Tankathon, they have Boozer over him, Diabasta, Darren Peterson, the kid from Kansas,
Yep.
Caleb Wilson from North Carolina. They have a couple kids over Acuff.
I think the thing with Boozer, I was watching a little bit of a breakdown, I think on FS1 earlier, but they talked about Boozer, and they talked about just the consistency and star player this, star player that. This guy was the National Player of the Year twice in high school. I think he's won 4 state championships. Boozer, that is. Goes to Duke, number 1 seed. If he goes out and wins it all, he's just putting up numbers, being consistent as a winner while doing so. Like, you do have to, I think, the upside of some of those other guys for sure are like generational star, you know?
Yeah.
But I do think you are getting a solid 20 and 10 every night with Boozer, like coming out.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Well, I think the thing, too, the NBA, my opinion and all of it, and the reason why I love Kate Cunningham is the size.
Big man's game.
Size, it's a big man's game. It's transitioned from like the true Shaqs and the Hakeems and all those guys to like now
Big
you can't
skill.
hand check. Now it's like those like those swing guys with guard skills. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant, Kate Cunningham, LeBron James. Like,
That's AJ Diabata. He's that. He's
Yeah.
the wing.
Yeah.
He's the freak. He's the athlete.
that's where I would go as a franchise.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you have to, because I mean, look, for every for every 20 and 10 big that's coming out of the draft, there's a DeAndre Ayton. You know what I mean? Like over Luka, and not saying that that's directly the comp here, but it's kind of it's something that it's something that happens in every draft,
Dude,
Yeah.
I understand what Chris is saying. I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with it. I could easily see Boozer being like the Ayton.
Like that's all I'm saying. Is like guards just in the NBA, guards and wings, like you're talking about, like skilled wings. You have such a higher floor with them. You have where a big man, it is like if you get the Jokic, the Embiid, like, okay, wow, great, your franchise is in a great place.
Yeah.
But you still also kind of need a guard with that big. So
even then, like the longevity of those big
it's
fellas
tough.
too, man. I don't. It's not one I'd
I'd
be
go
willing
the
to
wing.
bet on
I'm
unless it's
telling you,
like
I'm taking
all around
Acuff.
game.
I'm taking Acuff. He is a fucking killer, and like his shot making
That's the
and
guy I
his
bet on.
facilitating is already at a NBA level. It's just impressive.
Yeah.
I would not want to pass up on it because, like I said, he is like a Damian Lillard clone. And if you can get Damian Lillard in the first, you do it immediately. So
Dalen Lillard hasn't done dick in his career.
yeah, I mean, he got to a couple Western Conference Finals.
He
I
got
don't
to
even think
one.
he got there.
Got to
He got to one.
I think
He
he
got
won
to
one
one.
series.
He got to
Yeah.
one. No, he got to one Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
lost
when
to
they
the
walked
Warriors.
off the Rockets.
Yeah.
He had
Oh.
the game winner against the Rockets and he's got 2 series winning shots
Against the
against
Thunder.
the Thunder and the Rockets.
Yeah.
Shout out Dame.
Shout out Dame.
And
I thought he
you
was
can't
around one
besmirch
guy.
him like that. I think the team around him was never really.
Oh
great.
no, for sure,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going with like the point guard versus like the wing.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, if you could get the wing, I mean, that's just better.
If you put a cuff on the Wizards, are they a playoff team, Spenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
With Trae Young and AD?
I think so.
I think if you
Watch out.
I think if you put Acuff on the Jazz, they're a title contender.
Oh, shit.
Like with the team that they have in Utah, you bring in a guy like that to run the show,
They got a nice front line.
they would be nasty. Dude.
I like Alex Sarr defensively too. I feel he covers good space.
Yeah,
I
I feel
like
bad
that
for
to cover
Alex
multiple
Sarr,
guys.
dude. I like him too. I think he's a pretty good
Yeah.
player.
But he was kind of like he for sure like number 1 overall pick, but not like of the
Franchise
epsilon.
too.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
two.
It was
Remember,
gonna be trapped.
Risa Shea was one.
Oh, that's right.
That guy's a bomb.
That's right.
Yeah, Reese Shea.
Yeah, I would have went Sarr.
Sar's better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I remember when I can't say his name, the kid from Chicago, Montes Bazulius.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys seen
Matas.
Montas pissed off
Montas.
Luka. Luka went for 50. He's like, Montes was like, yeah, I started talking shit to him. He just went off.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say other than that. Luka on a generational run while in
Ever
custody
since-
battle.
yeah.
I mean, that's impressive stuff.
Luka's going through a custody battle right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's
I-
averaging 35.
38?
38. Yeah.
38 post custody battle. I'll bring the stats. I got a picture on my phone.
They
But
had a game. It was a breakdown of the games. His
Baby mama?
Yeah, his baby mama. I was gonna say fiance. I don't know what the current situation is, but they
BM.
are splitting. Yeah, when his BM is courtside, he only averages like 30 a game. Scrub. But when she's not there,
Scrub.
38, lights out, MVP.
yeah. Lakers
It's
been
nuts.
hot too.
I saw this.
Like 4 or 5 in a row.
They're
Has he-
third in the West now.
Yeah. Kind of
Wow.
crazy.
I was going to say, has he stepped it up defensively to go along
no.
with it? No.
Probably
I
not.
don't
Probably
know
not.
about
But I was
that.
gonna say about Reese Shea. I remember like during that draft class, 'cause I'm trying to figure out who the Pistons were gonna get. I was listening to these interviews with Mateus, and I like this talk, and he plays that way too. He plays with the attitude, like he
He's
doesn't
a
give a
dog.
fuck. Yeah, going against everybody. But I remember when he heard like the rumors that Reese Shea was going number 1 overall. He's like, that fucking guy. He's like, lock that guy up. I was like, I kind of like the way you talk, young man.
I'm telling
Which
you,
I'd say he might be better than Reese Shea at this point.
I think it's very fair to say that if we redraft, we should definitely took Montas over Ron. I know it's still early, but I'm comfortable with that.
Well, now we're fans of
I'm
Ron, and
comfortable
it just
with
feels
that.
nasty hearing you say it.
I know. I love Ron. Don't get
Chris
me wrong.
hates Ron Holland.
But Montas, if you could watch what that guy does, he has 6 block games. Like he's playing
good.
interior defense and also getting 20. It's
Not
nuts.
like Matas.
Yeah, Montas is good.
Because another guy again, like kind of talking shit, chirping around a little bit,
Yeah.
and then like
Nick hated Montas.
And neither one
played-
could shoot.
he played
so.
Ron tough.
We played his lowlights on here. They were hilarious.
They
on
were-
the G
they were
League.
funny.
Yes,
Yeah, they were.
It was a bad
hilarious.
draft class. It was a bad draft class.
I just found this stat. I wanted to find it. I saw it earlier, and I wanted to make sure I got it right. Mason Miller, the
Dog.
absolute dog, came out of the pen throwing 102 against fucking the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
Hitters are now 0 for 50 with 39 strikeouts against Mason Miller since September 8th.
Oh my gosh.
0 for 50 is not allowed to hit since September 8th.
Chris, I just seen that one picture for Luca, by the way.
Guy is a fucking monster, dude.
That is that's nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the stats for stats per 75 possessions.
Dude, this is nuts.
This is Luca. Her name's Amon-Ra.
Shout out.
These are stats with her and the
She had
stats
to have
without
been
her.
a baddie, huh?
She's very pretty girl.
She's not Luca's mom, though.
Luca's
I'll tell you
mom's
that.
hot.
yeah,
Luca's
she's
mom
not
is
Luca's
hot.
mom, but she's
Luca's
she's
mom is
definitely up there.
respectfully much higher.
Respectfully.
You got this?
Yeah.
All right. Points per game. With her, 32 points. Without her, 38.
God damn.
Assists, not much of a drop off. Went from 8.2 to 8.4.
2 more rebounds.
2 more rebounds.
That's
He's shooting 64% versus 61. 41% from 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Plus 13 plus minus. He did step it up defensively, Nick.
Wow.
2.2 steals versus 1.4 at forehand. And then 1.5 blocks.
versus a half.
Half a block.
How many games is it? 185 minutes?
185 minutes.
Don't touch me, I'm sizzling.
I'm not mathing that up right now, but what was that, 4 or
Divide
5
by
games?
48.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
4 or
like
5 games.
6 games, something like that.
Which, by the way, they've been undefeated the last 4 or 5 games. Luca is,
Going crazy.
yeah.
That's pretty wild.
That is good for him.
Good for him.
He's good at.
If I'm the Lakers, I'm keeping it that way. You know
Is
what
she
I'm saying?
the one that
I'm
didn't
making that
sign
shit worse for him.
prenup, so he got divorced with her? Or
She tried to
what was-
custody of the kid or something like that.
Who,
So-
who did
Custody
that
of
just
the
happen
daughter.
to? Like, his wife didn't sign prenup, so they didn't get married?
I know there's a lot
Didn't that,
of
like,
fake
just
stuff
happen?
coming out
Brothers die
about
every
Travis.
day, B. Brothers die every day.
It's fair.
Oh, I know
You
who
can
you're
say
talking
it.
Oh, that was Deck.
Yeah, it was Dak.
Yeah.
You can say it. Why are you censoring yourself?
I mean, I shouldn't. Someone's kid's probably in the car thinking they could say it. I had to check Bryson a few
We
times.
say worse.
Yeah, but not on air. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Well,
Well,
sometimes, yeah.
yeah, we do.
When we're rolling, we're slipping, we're drinking, whatever.
Chris loves to say it.
all right. What I was going to say actually was the Luca thing was basically that he was visiting his kid overseas.
says it
Like
a
he
lot.
brought him to family. He brought the whole family to see him, and then she kind of hid him from him ever since. So he hasn't seen his kid since December 9th.
Damn.
At least you know he loves his kid.
Yeah.
Half the NBA, I feel like they don't.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the ones that does.
What are you trying to say, Chris?
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not trying to say anything.
Damn.
I think
Zach's so obsessed.
I
Nick
think the
says it
proof
all
is in
the
the pudding.
time.
Look at the buckets. Look at the buckets. The buckets don't lie. Bottom line.
Dude, if I'm the Lakers, I'm paying her side to keep this version of Luca going.
Honestly. That's
I did
pretty
not
good.
know they snuck up to 3 in the West. They're in the West. That's
Is
kind
Braun
of
healthy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
stashing her
He's-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
What's Braun been doing lately?
Not much. He's cooked.
Every time I see him, I get sad.
Yeah, he's cooked. Now.
Tim Hardaway almost dunked on him.
Bro,
It's because
Oh, that would have been great.
so Bryson's coming into basketball, like he's becoming like a basketball fan, and obviously I built up LeBron for him. But he has to see like this version
You
of LeBron.
gotta show-
I'm
you
like,
gotta
son,
show
you don't
him
understand.
Miami
You,
LeBron.
you
Yeah.
didn't know him when he had hair.
you got to show him Miami LeBron.
He's more hair than he does now, at least.
We were talking about that. I was just in the E&E chat. We were talking about GOATs and LeBron. Miami LeBron is... Yeah, it was different. He was scary.
It's just unreal.
So it's something about like when those guys are able to not carry teams. I'm talking about him and KD, where like they're just demons, dude.
Yeah.
Like when LeBron could leave off the gas a little bit in Miami. Holy shit.
was-
KD defensively in Golden State.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Blocking everything.
Holy shit.
He
Who
was
even
Wemby.
knew?
He was
yeah.
literally Wemby.
He was it was nuts.
He's playing center and shit. That's like LeBron was too. LeBron was... his second year in Miami, after they got bounced by the Mavericks.
Oh, man.
He was fucking 6'9", 280 pounds, and he's playing point guard, and then he'd be backing down centers.
Yeah.
His block on Thiago Splitter
met
is
Thiago
one of the best fucking plays I've ever seen.
That's nasty.
Right at the rim, dude. And that's a 7-footer.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome.
Remember he jumped over John Lucas?
I do remember he jumped over John Lucas.
Yeah, he
the
was on
video
some
of
other
him talking about that, I think it's on All the Smoke, or it's on one of those podcasts. It's so fucking funny.
Why?
Because he didn't know it was LeBron. He was like, yeah, I saw, Mario Chalmers throw the ball. I was like, who's he throwing it to? He's like, all I see is his feet. He's like, and then, I get the ball back. I'm trying to come down. Then he subbed me out. He's like, they called timeout. He subbed me out. He's like, it would have been all cool and shit, but they called a timeout, and now they're playing it on the Jumbotron. Everybody's looking up like, damn.
Man, I could have swore Paul George was next one up, because remember that Pacers team used to take them to 7 every year.
Yeah.
It felt like up to
Then
the
Roy
end.
Hibbert became a
Derrick
Roy
Rose,
Hibbert.
too.
Dude, Danny Granger, Paul George, Roy Hibbert. Those
Roy
dudes
Hibbert
were
had a
cold.
mental breakdown.
Roy Hibbert did have a mental break. David West.
I remember defending him, and then he
Lance
was actually
Stevenson.
ass. I was like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
What happened?
Roy Hibbert was as. Didn't he go to Charlotte?
He had a game with 0 rebounds.
Yes.
How are you 7 foot fucking tall?
Yeah.
You
With
know who
0
has the
rebounds?
most? You know who has the most 7-footer with 0 rebound games is Brook Lopez.
Yep.
I can see that.
He has
Shout
multiple.
But he plays at least the perimeter a little bit more. Like at least there's a little
shout out
something to
Gunga.
it.
But
Take your
still,
pants off.
7 foot 0 rebounds. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Like, if you're
those
playing
Pacers
starter
teams
minutes.
were dope, man.
Yeah.
Jeff Teague was on those teams.
Paul George would fucking carry it.
Paul
then
George was insane.
Lance
I don't want to
Stevenson
say
just-
carry because they were good teams. Paul George, Danny Granger,
David
Roy
West, and
Hibbert,
that David
David
West
West,
was it? Yeah,
Lance
yeah.
Stevenson.
I don't know. PG was obviously
PG was
the
carrying.
Well, he was the guy
though.
for sure,
And
but they were deep.
Yeah, I was a PG fan.
that's when these threes were taking over. He got a little Kawhi going as well. PG had his
Spurs,
run.
Kawhi,
So that's why I do
Kawhi
kind
was
of
a
full
demon.
circle to the AJ prospect.
Diabata. Yeah,
Diabata as a fact of maybe taking over from that spot
he's like
specifically.
he's
So-
like
What's
Andrew
the
like
thing
Wiggins
too is like
2.0.
the best guys in the league are that size. So you also need somebody that could you could put on them. You know what I'm saying? Or at least wear them down the other side of the court as well.
Well, he doesn't have the defense yet, but he has the offense. Brandon Miller is playing like offense Paul George.
Brandon
he
Miller
is fucking
is
He's balling now.
Dude,
Dude,
what
Charlotte
seed are they right
six
now?
threes a
They
game.
sneak up into the 6-7 or what? Oh god damn it!
The Hornets are fucking.
Dude,
They're good.
they're
They're
cooked.
fun to watch.
damn it.
They're
Toronto
young.
rolled us last night.
Toronto did roll us, and we couldn't get a stop down the stretch. They tried to come back. They tried to make it happen, but Duncan Robinson was getting cooked. They were
It
running,
took him out in the fourth.
They were running high screen rolls
Yeah.
and putting Duncan Robinson on Brandon Ingram, and he was cooking
Putting him in hell.
yeah. So, but what are you gonna do? Asar got cooked a couple times. That can't happen. Duncan Robinson can get cooked. That's gonna happen. Asar can't get cooked. And he got cooked by Brandon Ingram like 3 times. That
clearly got to be an ankle thing.
yeah.
Brandon Miller sometimes is an on one. Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, look, it's got.
I'm glad he's back though. That shit was scary.
Yeah.
That shit was scary.
Yeah.
All right, before we go to break, did you guys do brackets?
I
Not
haven't done
yet.
one
I'm
yet.
doing one tomorrow.
I'll probably do one
Are
tomorrow.
you guys doing it online? You printing out?
Online ESPN.
I'll do one online. Probably print one out too. And
Yeah.
I'll give up forever
Send me a link.
to
We'll
touch you.
join together.
Yeah, we could do a pool.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, we should be. What the hell? Why
Sure,
are we?
yeah, I
doing
don't know
one?
why we're
We
not.
have, we
Yeah.
did,
Just
I
have
mean,
one.
we did the
there's some-
bracket challenge
Are we?
past couple years. No,
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing it this year.
That's got to yell at Brandon for that one.
We should still.
He's
do,
also new. He didn't know.
We should
Brendan,
still
yeah.
do something.
Yeah, we should just
Yeah,
do
we
like
should.
5 or 10 on it.
I'm down.
Get a big old group.
Maybe get the chat. Get the chat involved. Maybe get some chat brackets in there.
Oh,
I mean, a fiver's nothing. I'll put a
We
fiver
could
on
do
it.
a. We could do a heavyweights one with the chat.
We
and,
could
like,
do a heavyweight
I'm
one.
I'm super down.
Let's do that.
yeah.
Who you think is the guy? I feel like it's you, Nick.
Nick's
What?
got to organize.
Yeah, you got to organize. That's right up your
It's a
alley.
Nick job.
Because I already know you know the sites.
What the fuck?
You got a lot of
Oh,
time.
I forgot we got
shit.
the commish. The commish.
Let's
Commish.
go.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need
This
you
is
to
your
cook commish.
if you successfully execute this, you will be the commish. That will be your nickname. That's how you lock it in.
Yep.
I
So-
like, yeah, good
yeah.
shit.
If you fail, we'll find something
Nick's like,
Yeah,
humiliating.
Nick's like, oh, thank God. Yeah.
I got a packed week, fellas. All right.
And
One
I
thing
do
I wanted to
love
say,
forever
talk
to
about the
touch you.
commish. Future star. Kevin McGonigal goes yard again. I know we
saw
won't
that.
talk about baseball today, but Kevin McGonigal deserves to be on this team. Over 1,000 OPS after he was slumping. He was still drawing some walks today.
Had another walk today,
Big
too.
slider inside, took it yard in front of 50 of his friends and family. AJ Hinch said just another day for Kevin McGonigal.
Wait,
So
the
Yeah,
thing
he had
is,
a
to see it.
bunch of family in attendance. You love to see him perform. He had an RBI walk too, so shout out. Seeing his own
even
love.
with the slump, that's what the Tigers' offense is. I'm still calling him up. I'd still like to have him.
Yeah,
on the team.
I'm almost like 100% positive he's going to make the opening day roster, unless they do the thing where they send him down for the first 2 weeks or first 15 days.
That text John sent about Jahmai Jones, they had me fucking crying.
Dude,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I tell you what, fucking
Yeah, what were you
Sean
talking
and
about?
Maz. The first 10 minutes of the morning show today was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. It was literally like a Seinfeld skit. I fucking love those guys, dude. They are so good together. They're literally us, just fucking
Yes,
old.
yes.
And
Yep.
Maz was talking about his birthday, and like Sean was saying he doesn't think like grown men should celebrate their birthdays or whatever.
Yeah.
And Maz was like, I celebrate my birthday every year. He's like, I'd call my mom and I'd say thanks for having me. I give her a thanks for the anniversary. He's like, I came out ass first. I almost killed her. So the funniest shit. And then Jared was in there, and he was agreeing with Sean, the intern Jared, and Matt's like, when's your birthday? And he said January 6th.
Oh.
You hear KG just go, oh, J6. This shit was so funny, dude. It was just the first 10 minutes of the morning show was fucking pure cinema. I was in tears. It was so funny.
I think you can celebrate your birthdays for as long as you live.
Yeah.
I think you should celebrate being alive.
I do too.
accomplishment.
I was just mad saying he calls his mom every day on his birthday to tell her thank you for giving birth to him is like the most George Costanza shit I've ever heard in my entire life. It's so funny. I fucking love Maz, man. Sports guy with the super chat. He says, shout out to the heavyweights. Love the show. Appreciate you, brother.
Shout out to you, sports guy. He also said if we do a bracket, he's definitely down.
Shout out to Sports Guy 37.
Shout out.
We'll get commission on it. He'll cook
DNC, ENT,
something up.
MMA news rolling. What happened? Send it through the chat during the commercial break. Let's pay some bills.
Tell us about Ben Johnson.
Then Johnson, corporations, the government, even your insurance company will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. So when something goes wrong, make Ven Johnson your first call and get a fighter in your corner. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
And jars.
We are the jars in motion.
We are the jars in motion. Guys, Gold Scores is one of Jars' new products. Let me pull up the read here to tell you about it, all right? During every Grand Rapids Gold game in the month of March, when the Gold Score, any field goal, go into Jars Michigan go into any Jars Michigan location for a free product when you mention Gold Scores -U promotion. Everyone's winning at the Grand Rapids Gold games. One per customer. Offer valid for Jungle Juice, an Edible Gym, Mr. Vapor Sore, or Spider Legs products.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. Venfights.com.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Go see my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan. Get yourself a massage chair for March Madness. You may need it to soothe your stress while your bracket's getting busted on down.
Damn,
Head over to massagechairhouse.com or go see him in person at the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road. And also,
I'm gonna break that bracket.
March Madness is here. We're sports team up the Art and Jake Sports Bar and Grill for the ultimate first round watch party. Join us this Thursday, March 19th, for the all tournament action. We'll be live all day from Art and Jake's in Washington Township. Make sure you guys come on out, have a good time, bringing you every bracket busting moment.
I'm busting on that bracket.
Wall-to-wall screens alongside the best food and drinks in town. Grab your crew and head over to Art and Jake's in Washington Township this Tuesday.
We're gonna have the bracket buster himself on the show tomorrow on BDE.
Okay.
Jack Golke.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. You know who we have the show today? My guy, Coach DC from All 22 Films.
Shout out.
Shout out.
The face reveal. No Zordon this time.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, Coach? Coach, you obviously break down a tremendous film for the Detroit Lions, for the Ravens, and you've carried that over now to a website. You want to tell the people about it real quick?
Yeah, I do, but I don't know if I can top the energy that you guys had when I joined in, man. The storyline and then the Vin Johnson ad on the back. I mean, how did you guys get that sponsor? Were you guys clients or what?
I'm not legally allowed to say.
Yeah, you might have saved us for some trouble we got into in Royal Oak.
I need to join this show more often, man. Just the energy and the hilarity. I like when Easy was trying to read out the ad or a sponsor or whatever, and everybody's interrupted him.
Bracket busting, man. Is we appreciate you joining us, Coach. The Lions,
thanks,
obviously. Or tell the people about your website. What you got going on?
I mean, it came out yesterday evening, I guess, officially. But we were blessed. We were blessed by someone in my Ravens Discord who's a coder. They know how to code a website. I certainly don't. And so, helped us put it together with the film aspect and the graphics displayed as well. Hopefully I'm not lagging on you guys' end. It looks like I am on mine.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're good. Coming through clean.
Yeah, so, I mean, we had Easy submitted, 2 different things or maybe 3?
I got 2 of them. I got Malachi Lawrence and Keldrick Falk.
Awesome.
Yeah, contributor for draftsignal.com if you guys want to check it out. Tons of contributors, including obviously Coach DC on a lot of prospects coming up through the draft. I got to get some more in there, too. I've been watching a lot of tackles. I might have to send you some stuff on those guys.
DraftSignal.pro, I should say. .pro.
.pro. Make sure you guys check that out.
But thanks, man, for sending them in. I mean, we had 12 or 13 different people who sent in evaluations, information, opinions. I like printing different opinions, one on one side and one on the other. And sometimes they're differing. Sometimes they're not saying the same thing, and that's fine with me. We should be comfortable with having different opinions, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And speaking of being comfortable, if you've grown to be somewhat of a Detroit Lions fan over the last couple of years,
Absolutely.
How comfortable are you with their offensive line situation after letting Taylor Decker go and signing Larry Borum?
Yeah, I don't know much about Borum. I did grab some film the day after that was announced. Thursday maybe? I'm not sure. At this point, like all the work that we did on the website, the days have run together for me. But I would certainly expect them to add a tackle in the draft, and to expect that they're going to add someone of quality at 45 is probably a little unrealistic, right? You're talking about 17 or bust if you're going to add a starting quality tackle, right?
Yeah.
And what would you be looking? Who are the guys that you would have in that range? Because I'm all in on Monroe Freeling. I would like the Lions to trade up to get to him if he falls out of the top 10. But other guys, like you have Proctor that's sitting there that they talk about a lot. Lomu and Fano, obviously, if he falls down to the 17 area, those are going to be guys that the Lions are looking for. Outside of, obviously, I think the big 2 being Maui Goa and Freeling, who do you think would be the best option for the Lions if those 2 are gone?
Yeah. Freeling certainly looks like a great option to me. Really great in pass pro, and I don't think he's deficient as a run blocker. Like, sometimes we present strengths and weaknesses as if there's just huge disparity between them. And I think he's the best pass pro tackle that there is. I think the best pass pro guard is Ione or Vega from Penn State. I don't know that you're going to get one at 45 if you don't go there at 17, right? Max, however you say his last name, from Arizona State. I'm a big fan of his, but for the Lions, I feel like to get someone who can impact 2026, it's got to be at 17. Freely, to me, looks like the guy, but to your point, he may or may not be there at 17 in a normal draft with 2 or 3 quarterbacks, right? And maybe two of the top 3 receivers. There's serious questions about, right, with Tyson and Mekhi Lemon. So in a normal draft where you're definitely going to have 3 receivers in the top 15 and normally 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks, I feel like a guy like Freeling would typically be there in that range. But for this draft, to your point, they may have to move up a little bit. Maybe they trade with the Ravens at 14. I'm a big fan of trade back options for Baltimore, but I don't know that I'm as big a fan of trade back options for Detroit because I feel like they have to get a tackle. Is that pretty much how you guys feel?
I think so too. The only thing that makes me kind of nervous is this organization has been transparent in the way they execute things. And one of the things Brad always says is he addresses needs in free agency. In the draft, he likes to get the best player available. And the thing I'm nervous about is at 17, is a tackle going to be the best player available on the board? I think I am. I'm with you, by the way, on Max Eichenauer. I don't know how to pronounce his last name either.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of high upside there. I think he's really raw. I know he started football when he went to community college or junior college. I think there's a lot of upside there, but he's bragging to view that as the best tackle on the board or best player on the board come 17. That's why I'm kind of nervous.
If you said to me, draft the tackle for 2027 and beyond, he might be my guy.
I think so too.
With you.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him that much, and I recognize that that's not, what most people would, how most people would evaluate it. For Detroit, I think you're trying to win the Super Bowl next year. You should be. You've got the talent to do it, and the coaching staff, in my opinion, that should be their goal. So you're probably not in on a guy like him, unless here's another scenario, and this is something I thought about. I haven't put out any mock drafts yet because all of my time has been spent on the website. Let's say Freeland and the tackles that you want are gone by the time 17 comes up and you're unable to move forward, you're not able to trade up, then you might trade back and look at taking a guy like Max earlier than expected. If you get a trade back option of 24 to 28 range or 32 to 35 and you think he's going to be there. I don't think he'll be there when the Ravens pick Max I'm talking about. I don't think he'll be there when Baltimore picks at 45 and certainly not the Lions' second pick at 50, if that makes sense. I'm just letting you know on another scenario that's popped into my brain, which is Freeling. All of those guys are gone. And I'm not as big a fan of Proctor for 2026. I'm not saying he's not going to be a good player. I would put him in the same boat as Max to a certain extent.
Yeah.
That I think he will, in 2 or 3 years from now, he may move up the ladder as far as the guys that were drafted here. But for 2026, for this team 1 year, I just don't think he's your guy at left tackle.
And,
I agree.
There also is a big hole defensively opposite of Aiden Hutchinson on this team. I don't know if they're comfortable with.
You guys talk about it all the time.
Just a little bit
thing on your show.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, Brad just seems allergic to adding legitimate edge rushers opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. They let guys go, and you had Al-Quadin Muhammad, who wasn't the best player for you, but he still produced, and they let him go on what was seemingly a reasonable contract. I think they want to draft somebody in the second round personally, and a guy that I like is Danny Dennis Sutton out of Penn State. Obviously just a freak athlete and good production as well. Is 50 reasonable? Like, will he still be there at 50 if the Lions are ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think so, but there's just so many of them. It's so if it's not Sutton, someone else, a Lawrence or what have you. I'm a big fan of Sutton. Sutton's actually from not too far from where I live. He went to school in Maryland. He went to school about 10 minutes from the Ravens practice stadium at a really prestigious private school. So I know a whole lot about him. He went to Penn State, super productive, and then his combine scores I thought were great.
Yeah.
So he stands out in my opinion. I would put him in the same boat as like a Malachi Lawrence. I would say that for you guys at 50, either or would probably be acceptable. I think the way to do it, the best way for 2026 is probably tackle at 17 and then, edge defender at 50. It is time to stop messing around. I think we're all supportive of what Brad Holmes has done, but that position has been a blind spot for Detroit, and it just has. The Ravens have had a blind spot at guard, at offensive line for 2 or 3 years. I know that we, drafted Tyler Linderbaum and we drafted Roger Rosengarten in the second round, but if you look at how much we pay our offensive line, we're bottom 2 or 3 in the league every year. Some of that is related to guys being on rookie deals for sure, but we've had a blind spot in Baltimore from a front office perspective and John Harbaugh with the offensive line. So I'm comfortable criticizing those guys for the things, the relative weaknesses, which for Detroit has been the edge rusher. The pass rush, to me, has not been conducive to the style that they played. You saw it late 2024 for Aaron Glenn. I felt like he really started to ramp up the pressure. He had to. You weren't getting there. You know, things changed a little bit in 25 because Muhammad had an impact, and you have to give him credit. I don't think Muhammad was a long-term option. Even if Muhammad was here for 26 on a one-year deal, wouldn't you advocate for drafting a young defensive end who could rush the passer? I would.
Yeah. I'm with you too. My question with Danny Dennis Sutton, I'm so confused as he's not a first-round prospect. I think he has the production. He's only 22 years old. The testing numbers are, that's what you want to see out of the elite guy. And usually the combine, people fall in love there when people put up those type of numbers. Why is it he's still considered a second-round pick? I don't understand that.
It's difficult. Maybe he never – I think 8.5 sacks the last 2 years, right? So I could be wrong there, but I believe that's correct.
No, you're right.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not like you're talking about, a 12-sack per season guy, number one. Number two, he didn't get exposure this year because the whole Penn State saga with, the coach being gone and then taking a job soon thereafter after the season was over. I think the whole Penn State roster is difficult to evaluate. I'm talking about Singleton, the running back, who prior to you guys signing Pacheco, I actually felt like Singleton could be a guy that Detroit takes 4th, 5th, 6th round. Super talented, 5-star recruit who went to Penn State. And some people would think there is a thought out there among Penn State fans that Nick Singleton underperformed in his career, where he did score 54 touchdowns, including 9 receiving touchdowns. So Aller, I think you would put him in the same boat. I know you guys are Big Ten guys and not Penn State fans at all, but I think that the Penn State guys are difficult to evaluate in this draft, in my opinion. I think that maybe they're being suppressed. Not Drew Aller. Drew Aller, if anything, is probably being he's probably being overestimated as far as where he should go. But I like Singleton and Sutton a lot, and I think Sutton will be a great fit in Detroit and get reps. Look at who you put out there last year at the edge defender position. I think Sutton is every bit as athletic and every bit as quick and aggressive. Plays downhill. He reminds me of Jadeveon Clowney, for real.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It's such a mind blower to me, especially when you had someone like Shamar Stewart last year, really raw, but he went like 17, and Danny Sutton going down in the second round. I don't know. It just confuses me. I don't know if there's off the field.
You like
stuff
Falk as much? You did a great write up on Falk. Do you like him as an option there? Because it would change the order. Then you got to figure out a way to address tackle some other manner.
I think the Lions like Falk.
I think they like Falk just based on the type of guys they've grabbed to be opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, just to collapse the pocket and whatnot. But the explosiveness, I don't know if it's quite there for me. I want a true edge, a guy to get after the quarterback. He feels like it's another one of those big body guys who could, set the edge to stop the run, but I don't know if he can get after the quarterback. But he's got all the potential in the world. He's still very young.
100%. He kind of reminds me of, and he's just not as productive. He kind of reminds me of Trayvon Walker a little bit, and that he was miscast a little bit, playing in the B gap some this past season. And the production was down. I think Walker only had 4.5 sacks his senior year at Georgia, but I might be wrong there. I don't recall that it was a really super high number. So he reminds me of Walker in that way, where I could see him being productive as an edge rusher, super strong, but kind of maybe this is the wrong word, capped as far as his sack production.
Yes.
10. What's Walker's career high? 10.5.
Yeah,
and that was once, right? And Hutchinson's had 2 double-digit sack seasons, and we all know what he was headed for in 2024 if it weren't for that injury, right?
Yeah. And in Walker, even then, he still has got the explosive that I don't necessarily think Falk has. Even the bend as well. I feel like Falk was more plugging gaps, collapsing the pocket. I don't know. Again, that's what the Lions like, though. That's what they like to put up opposite of Hutch. I don't hate it if they'd get it and it'd be there consistently. I don't know.
I just don't think Brad Holmes is going to give us what we want. I mean, I hate to say it like
Really?
that because, like, obviously he shouldn't just do it because we want it, but like tackle edge makes too much sense
He
for
should
them
want
to
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think he's going to trade up or something like that? And
Something,
grab
or take
something?
like a safety or a cornerback,
Kid out of
or
Oregon.
or something.
Which is gonna be a
like
good
that.
player, but just, you have clear needs. And
I
feel like he
think
just
what
doesn't
makes
address
it,
them.
you guys have a better sense about the Lions, obviously, than I do. But the only thing I would say is that only having a first and a second rounder really, I think, kind of locks you in.
Yeah.
Your window to address safety does extend pretty far. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they get another fourth rounder?
Yes,
for
yeah,
them
2
in the
fourths.
trade?
Yes, sir.
So 2 fourths, 2 fifths, 2 sixths, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yeah, I think safety is something that extends pretty far. I don't know the numbers on those fourths exactly where they are, but you can't expect to address edge defender or tackle, in the fourth round. So absent trading up in the 75 to 115 range, somewhere in that area, I just don't think you're going to be able to address edge defender with anyone who's going to get on the field for you. Yeah, I do really, really like the Michigan kid for Detroit, and that's Jayshon Barham. They kind of already have a guy who does what he does, a hybrid inside linebacker, outside linebacker. I'm talking about Derek Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
The difference for me is Barham can actually kind of get to the quarterback. And I do like Derek Barnes. I'm not, running him down. It's just a relative weakness. It's not something he offers there at all,
Yeah.
I like Barham too. He's a monster. He's but like his size and his athleticism, they just stand out when you watch him play. And I did want to ask, obviously, you cover the Ravens as well. How does it feel? Like, does it feel good? Like they went after Max Crosby, made it happen, then backed out, but then signed the edge anyways. And you got a guy that led the league in sacks 2 years in a row, and
also coming off an injury, though.
Also coming off an injury.
I don't know.
Feels really. First of all, I begrudgingly admired Trey Hendrickson for. Well, when he went to Cincinnati in 2021, there was a convergence of talent that showed up, right? Of course, that was the year they drafted, Jamar Chase. You guys drafted Penei Sewell, so you know that. But on the defensive side, they had a real mentality shift in 21. Part of that was the defensive coordinator. But Trey Hendrickson is a guy who not only does he play well, he tells you about it too. And as a Ravens fan, watching him talk shit to our guys every year, and no one really, I don't mean literally punch him in the mouth, but no one kind of, at least start a fight with the guy.
Yeah.
And, to me, it was always bothersome. And then you watched him over the course of 2 or 3 years, and I just was like, all right, this guy's a heck of a football player. There's nothing I can really say to be critical of the dude because, he had 17 and a half sacks 2 years in a row, right? 23, 24.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And plays with a great motor. So we feel really blessed to be able to get him after the Crosby deal fell through. I will tell you, I am one of those people who does think we were trying to get both because the Crosby deal was going to be really easy to what's the word? I don't want to say reconfigure, but
restructure.
to get his. Yeah. There's a guy who does exceptional work for Ravens salary cap stuff. His name's Brian McFarland, and I think it was him who shared it on Twitter about the Crosby deal. They could get his cap hit for 26 down to like 7.7 million, something like that. And Hendrickson even came out and said that he was under the impression that he was going to be signed, along with Crosby. So hey, I feel very blessed and lucky. And it's I'm sure from you guys' perspective, it's kind of obscene that the Ravens would go after 2 edge rushers of that quality. I will tell you,
as a Lions fan, yes.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. You could have 2 of these guys.
Yeah.
And I get it. And like you guys aren't in the same boat as me, and from the standpoint that I have my feet in both of those boats. So when I'm thinking of something like that about the Ravens, I have to reflect. I'm like, well, Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson would have been a huge help, in Detroit as well. And for us to be thinking about, maybe people don't believe it, and that's fine. For us to be thinking about our front office trying to get 2 of them, I will tell you that is a drastic departure from Eric DeCosta's philosophy on a yearly basis. And I attribute it to our owner flying up from Florida and in his gangster style saying, we have to address offensive line and pass rush. And to me, that was a shot across the bow at our front office saying, you guys got to do a better job. I don't think Detroit needs that type of approach. Well, your owner's not going to be able to, deliver it in the same way as Steve Bisciotti. But I do think that edge rusher and tackle are the obvious needs. And, the ironic thing is, as far as our website goes, that's where we got the, lion's share of our evaluations and interaction from people. I mean, we had 6 different people send in evaluations of Ruben Bain, all the controversy about him. I think Easy, Will Rock, and one other Seahawks guy all did evaluations of Keldrick Falk, and I only have spots on the site for 2, at a time. So, I've almost got too much interaction, but it's all about edge defenders and it's all about tackles. So you can tell what people, are thinking their teams want, no matter who they are. Even the Seahawks, who got they've got a great pass rush and it's consistent, and they only need 4 to get home. They're still looking at edge defenders at 32, which is wild.
That's insane. Speaking of the Seahawks, former defense coordinator of your team, Mike McDonald, likes to deploy the nickel spot. And I know Caleb Downs in this draft class, too. A lot of people Kyle Hamilton went 14. I don't know where Caleb Downs is going to go. Where do you think he can land, and can he land possibly past 15? I have a bet going with my buddy Nick here if Caleb Downs drops past 15 or not.
I mean, it's difficult for me to see some of these, super talented guys as far as the film goes. And I'm not talking about the measurables or all the other things because I'm not qualified to speculate on those things. I don't have time to deal with that shit. So, when I look at Caleb Downs or Ruben Bain, the nightmare scenario for me is that one or both of those guys are there at pick 9, because I believe the Chiefs pick at 9.
Yes, sir.
And the Bengals pick at 10. And I just don't want our offensive linemen to have to deal with Ruben Bain with the Bengals or a Caleb Downs to go to a Spagnuolo or even Cincinnati. It's difficult for me to fathom those 2 guys making it past the Chiefs and the Bengals, who know what to do. Regardless of what people want to say about the Bengals, I know the organization, but they've had a winning style there prior to some of their injury troubles the last couple of years. Losing their defense coordinator was a big issue. I just don't want to have to see those guys playing against the Ravens twice a year. Well, in the case of the Chiefs, you're going to see them in the playoffs. The Chiefs do not fuck around. When they experience failure in a season, they address it immediately. They drafted tackles 2 consecutive years, right? They drafted Kingsley, Suamatea, and then maybe it was a 2-year gap, and then drafted Josh Simmons last year. And then you see what they've done in the offseason.
Steal. Josh Simmons.
They do not mess around. The Chiefs do not mess around. They are not going to put up with, anything like last season. This year, again, I know the Mahomes injury, throws a change up there. They just traded for Justin Fields, which is shocking.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it too, Nick, I'm pretty sure I lost that bet once the Chiefs traded Trent McDuffie. Caleb Downs actually feels like he's probably going to be a Kansas City Chief.
I think you lost.
You guys like him or no?
I like Caleb Downs, yeah. I was kind of, before we let Taylor Decker go, I was kind of hoping he'd fall around 17 because I like to deploy that nickel spot, whether it be Downs or you put Downs at safety and have Branch play nickel, because I think that's where modern defenses are going, between watching Mike McDonald in Seattle or going
to have to be out of that, especially against – I could not believe – and it was successful. It was successful at times, but I could not believe the whole, hey, we're going to play our 4-3 personnel against 11 personnel. That was – they made it work, but the only reason they made it work is because Branch can drop down and cover anyone. I mean, I know he gave up – I think it was Branch gave up one of the last catch against the Packers in the late season loss. I believe it was Branch, but he covered Christian Watson in that game. He covers anyone when he's healthy. I know he's not right now. And then Anzalone, his ability to cover tight ends, he was better at it than a lot of other inside linebackers across the league. You do not have both of those guys to start this season. Certainly it's not a blessing to be waiting on Brian Branch to come back, especially from that injury. But what I will tell you is you cannot play that defensive structure, period, without Brian Branch and without Alex Anzalone. So something is going to change against 11 personnel, in my opinion. It just absolutely has to.
I'm with you.
100%. And I think this is where Lions fans are kind of, I don't want to say like getting mad at Brad about, but they're frustrated, is this it seems like a lack of urgency almost from him with these free agent moves. And like, you look, I know not everybody can be Howie Roseman, and if you even mention his name, people in the chat get mad about it, but like, they went out there and they got Reek Woolen. Like, they added one of the best corners on the market to one of the best corner rooms in the NFL, and they're already paying all of these guys. Like, what is it with the Lions to where they just feel hesitant to try to make a move like that, or to make these moves in the season to make their team better?
Yeah. I think, I have – my answer will be kind of long here. So, if you guys need to cut me off, then you can feel free to do so.
Dude, go.
A lot to say there. No one's wrong, first of all, for any of those opinions. So, first of all, Reek Woolen. Josh Jobe took his spot in 2025 as the boundary side corner. He did.
Yeah.
Now, part of that was also Devin Witherspoon was injured for a portion of the year, and so the available spots, Woolen was on the field when maybe he wouldn't have. I'm telling you that Josh Jobe took his spot, and they re-signed Josh Jobe for 2 years, I think $24 million, and they weren't going to be able to sign Woolen for that number. I'm telling you that if the Seattle Seahawks had a choice between Woolen or Jobe, they would choose Jobe. So now what it actually ended up helping Woolen. He played better when he played less. You can go look at his snap counts. And there was times where he's off the field on 1st and 10, and then he's on the field the next 2 downs. Seahawks get a stop. And I actually kind of charted it for 2 games because it was a theory I had where I felt like McDonald and the Seahawks staff had recognized something with Woolen, that he was playing better by playing 8 or 10 less snaps a game. Jobe is a warrior, plays every snap. And, of course, everyone should know – I hope everyone knows what Devin Witherspoon is. He's an absolute monster. Yeah. And so – as far as Woolen goes, I'm not saying that I wouldn't like him on, the Ravens or the Lions. I think he had a better year in 2025 because he had to. He was forced to play to the field, away from the short side of the field a whole lot more, and it worked out. I thought he played well. He wasn't on the field for every snap. Feel free to look up the snap counts and let me know if I'm wrong there. I will tell you, I kind of like some of the moves that Brad Holmes has done. I like Cade Mays. The tackle, how do you say his name? Is it Borum?
Borum,
yeah.
Borum. I know nothing about him. I have the film. I haven't watched it yet.
It's
but
weird.
I do like Cade Mays.
Miami has a weird offense. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how to judge that one.
Yeah. As far as the nickels go, he's brought in 2 of them, essentially, right? Is it Itzen? Is that how you say his name?
McCreary and Isian, I think it is.
Isian, yeah. And I remember McCreary coming out from Auburn. I thought he was going to be maybe a little bit more impactful, but he did have about a year and a half of good film. And so I feel like Brad Holmes is telling us something. I feel like he's telling us something by going out and getting 2 guys who kind of major in being a nickel defender. Number one, it could be just trying to bridge the gap for when Brian Branch comes back, right?
Yeah.
2 guys that would maybe be – are those both 1-year deals?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Eisen is how you say the name?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's a bad football player, but I think that him and McCreary are about on the same level. I might be wrong there.
No, I would agree with that. Maybe McCreary's a little bit better.
Different builds.
Yeah, they're both
same. Yeah, nickel
both
roles.
nickel DBs, not safeties in the sense of, I thought there was going to be an option for veteran safeties for you guys, and so maybe Brad Holmes is. I'll be a little bit of an optimist here. Maybe Holmes is telling you that he thinks Kirby's going to be good to go. I know that that's probably a daily conversation point.
I was just thinking that in the way in. The fact that they haven't signed like a free safety must mean they're feeling pretty good about Kirby.
That'd be wonderful because, I tell Ravens fans this all the time who get into the conversation. I'm like, you guys have no idea how impactful he's been. Statistically, a guy who's had, I think, about 80 tackles a year and an insane production with interceptions. I think that Kirby going down was a huge deal. The style of play, he's a deterrent. Back there as a guy who can go get you the football. And quarterbacks know if I look over here, Kirby's going to move that way. Yes, I can maybe manipulate him, but sometimes I have to throw over there. And that gets back to the pass rush. I feel like a healthy Kirby Joseph, and an actual pass rush, legitimate pass rush threat on the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson, really makes things look different. I hope Lions fans aren't super negative about 2026, but I can kind of sense that they are from the comment section in some of my videos that people are. Yeah. The draft is our Super Bowl type stuff.
Yep.
I'm not confident at all in this team going into next year. I think they're going to, if they don't draft a immediate starter at tackle, I think they're going to struggle to make the playoffs.
Yeah, the O-line situation last year was real. It reached the point that it was as catastrophic as the defense late 2024 when you had all those injuries, and they made it. We all got fooled, by that Vikings game in Week 18 of 24 because they played so, amazing. And credit to Aaron Glenn and all those guys for that, but you just didn't have the talent at all on the defensive side when you faced Washington. Period. You just did not. Having said that, the offensive line, we never would have expected Detroit's offensive line to look like how it did for, what would you say, the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season? Maybe you could extend it out even further.
Damn near the entire season, to be honest with you, outside of maybe when we played you guys.
Not week 3.
Yeah, week 3 they look damn good.
Beat our ass.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles game was a wake up, and I know that Lions fans were super frustrated because you just absolutely couldn't block anyone. It wasn't just Jalen Carter. You just couldn't block anyone. I firmly believe that Sewell played 3 or 4 games last year, and I don't want to say compromised, but definitely reduced health. And I don't know what that number would be. My guess would be somewhere in the 80 to 85% range where you would not want a player to out there. But I think Sewell played because he knew the team needed him. And I think that's why some of the film for him didn't look like the same guy. I expect him to return in 2026 to the same level that we've seen before. I don't know. I'm a little bit more optimistic than you guys sound, to be honest with you. I still am holding on to the hope that we get the Super Bowl I was hoping for and expected in 2023, which is Baltimore and Detroit. But I know, it sounds like you guys are way far away from that.
I'm optimistic in that. Like, I think they'll make the playoffs. I think the schedule, the teams that have this schedule coming up next year, it's similar to what the Patriots dealt with last year. A lot of cupcakes, if you will. And all due respect, any given Sunday, sure. But I still think we got the edge over a lot of those teams. Where I'm nervous is the teams that belong in the playoffs. I don't know if we belong in those conversations, at least not with what we've done. I mean, 3 of the most important positions in football are, tackle, quarterback, and edge, and we're missing 2 of those. So it's like
that division is no joke. I mean, that division is no joke. You got I have done a complete 180 on probably in the last 2 years on Brian Flores. 2 years ago, I did not have anything the type of opinion I do now. If someone said to me, you had an hour to watch some film of anything you wanted to, and you had no expectations, just to watch it and enjoy it, I would probably pick Brian Flores' defense.
He's a mad scientist.
I enjoy watching it. I think I understand 40% of what I'm watching, somewhere around that number, and it's just a whole hell of a lot of fun to do so. You got to play him twice a year. The Packers have certainly played well against Detroit the last couple of years, and Ben Johnson's done a great job. I mean, you have to give him credit for what he's done. They very easily, actually, they probably should have been, in the NFC title game this year. So that's a tough division, and so I understand the maybe pessimism that I'm sensing or hearing, but I just believe in Goff, and I believe in the guys that they have on the offensive side. They certainly have to have – you need a home run with the offensive staff, right? Petzing and Kafka. And I do like those guys. I do expect them to do a whole heck of a lot better job than you got last year.
And, Coach, a lot of Lions fans, before we let you go here, are, expecting Penei Sewell to be moved to the left. And I look at, again, Maui Goa and Freeling as really the only true left tackle prospects in the, first-round range that I would be comfortable with. Is it that easy of just being like, all right, Penei, you're left tackle now, and we're drafting a right tackle? Because I want to keep him at right, personally, just for the cohesion with him and Tate Ratledge and the comfortability. I think it would be best-case scenario you draft your left tackle and leave Penei at right.
Yeah, you'd love to. I mean, I think sometimes guys switching sides on defenses, they do it all the time, right? Yeah. Like Ruben Bain film or Keldrick Falk film, you watch it. Those guys are switching sides or in a different stance all the time. Those offensive guys, Sewell, you've got to think has, muscle memory at this point. He could probably not get in his stance or do any pass sets at all for 3 weeks and just walk out on the field and do things because he's done it, millions of times. So I do wonder about that. Do I think that, Sewell would struggle over at left tackle? I mean, come on. Like, you're talking about a Hall of Fame, in my opinion, a Hall of Fame type player. So
sure.
I don't think that it would take more than a training camp. A mini, if he comes to a mini camp, which I'm sure he would if he's switching to left side, you'd probably see some stuff that you wouldn't from him in that mini camp. Like, okay, he doesn't look comfortable to me. He's practicing this at 60% speed to try to train his body. I don't know. I don't know where I stand on that. I mean, I think to your point, if you could draft someone that you felt like will be a left tackle, I think that's probably what I'd do. But, will that guy be there at 17? I think Brad's going to have contingency plans. I know this. The 14 to 17 turnaround in this draft, that shit's going to happen fast. And
oh yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm, able to address. I love to do reaction videos to the draft, and I hope that Holmes hits a home run in round 1, because I feel like the Lions fan base kind of needs some optimism, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm with you. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are with Coach DC of All 22 Films, coming up on 50,000 subscribers here pretty soon. So make sure you guys over the channel, make sure you check that one out. He also just dropped a website. It's draftsignal.pro. And there's multiple contributors from Coach himself, myself, Will Rock's on there. One guy that I just pulled up on the website here, and I didn't see you have a breakdown for, is Blake Miller. But it's also a name at tackle that some people are considering for the Detroit Lions. Have you watched any tape on him?
That's the Clemson guy.
Yes.
Right?
Do you have a take on him at all for the Detroit Lions?
Played every snap, I think. I think maybe there's one snap that he didn't play. So, Clemson's so difficult for me to watch film of, because I feel like they have talent there that projects. Well, look at the talent they have projected as round 1 guys: Peter Woods, T.J. Parker, Avion Terrell. Maybe some of those guys are not definitive first-round guys, but they're in the range. And then the right tackle, Miller. How are they so inconsistent as a program? It just it boggles the mind a little bit, especially on the defensive side, where they've got talent. And it became a difficult watch for me. I didn't move past the Clemson defensive film, to be honest with you. I got a little frustrated, I will admit, with the talent level that was there and what I felt like they should have been able to do. TJ Parker, I think 2024, his next to last year, 6 forced fumbles, I think like 18 or 19 TFLs and 11 sacks. And then this year just falls off a cliff. Peter Woods, same thing. They moved Avion Terrell around a little bit too much, in my opinion. So I didn't get past the defensive film out of defiance. So I haven't watched a single snap of Blake Miller other than Chris, a Ravens analyst, has. So you're welcome to pull it up and check it out if you want. But
for sure,
I know he's late first round, second round type guy.
And again, that website is draftsignal.pro. Where Coach will be breaking down the draft prospects. Obviously, you guys watch his Detroit Lions if you haven't already. He's phenomenal at it. Again, approaching 50,000 subscribers. Ravens fan as well, too.
Thanks.
But we're Lions fans over here, so we don't
I
push
root
that stuff.
both, man. When that schedule came out for last year, even 2023, that Week 7 game, when both of those schedules came out, I was like, oh, shit. They not play each other. And, I'm glad that they're 1-1 against each other. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Me too, because you guys whooped our ass pretty good that first time around.
For sure.
Well, we have Mike McDonald, and that's a cheat code.
That guy, I think, like you said, speaking of watching film, I think it's Flores or Mike McDonald for me. Like both those guys, Mike McDonald's a sicko too.
Yeah, I think that wasn't a shot at Michigan with the McDonald and stuff, calling it a cheat code, by the way.
Now it feels like one.
No, I will tell you, and the time period in 2023 when Detroit came to Baltimore in Week 7 and Seattle came to Baltimore 2 weeks later, Week 9, or maybe the following week, that was the same time that the allegations started to surface and started to really reach a crescendo about Michigan. And there was a part of me in my brain that was like, wait a minute, Mike McDonald is literally dismantling, everything he sees here. And there was a part of me that was like, is he figured out a way to get people's calls in the NFL? Because it was that good. It was that good. And that's what he did in Seattle this year. So, I think you guys aren't in that mode at all with Dan Campbell. But for Ravens fans, we were ready after 2023. A lot of us, we were ready. But, nobody gets rid of their head coach after you just made the AFC Championship game. But looking back now, you do have to think about how much Seattle benefited from Baltimore's willingness to obviously let him go and not elevate him or at least attempt to.
Yeah. Listen, we have a guy like that too, and he's in Chicago now.
Yeah,
so.
similar thing happened to us.
Yeah. But, Coach,
Yeah.
I appreciate the time.
Appreciate it, man.
You want to, I guess, promote the website one more time and let people know where they can find your content?
DraftSignal.pro. We have, Easy and, 12 other people. We're contributors, collaborators, and, just feel really blessed for a lady named Jen, who is the creator of the engine for what drives the website. And she basically dummy-proofed it so someone like me could access it and produce something that's so visually beautiful, in my opinion. And to get all of the collaboration and people's input the way that we did was great. We tried to include film at the bottom to give people a visual. Next year, I think we may try to embed the film into the evaluation. So like when when you talk about Keldrick Falk being able to do a certain thing, we'll slap some film in there that illustrates that right at that point in time. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's taken a lot of hours out of all of us. And so, we just hope people enjoy it.
We appreciate you guys. It's a great website. It looks great, super easy to access and navigate. So
very
if anybody in the chat looking to brush up on some of their draft knowledge, make sure you go check out DraftSignal.pro. Coach, we appreciate you joining us as always, sir.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too,
sir.
Shout out to Coach DC.
Shout out to Coach DC for taking the time to join the show.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We have lots.
I just wish,
when he brought the Kirby stuff, it was making me sad because Kirby truly did take away a quarter of the field.
Yeah, Kirby's insane.
Like, if a quarterback's dropping back, then Mr. Matthew Stafford, he learned the hard way, by the way, last time he was here in Detroit. But, you're not throwing that side of the field, wherever Kirby Joseph is. And then, as you said, too, imagine you added a pass rush to that.
Yep.
While it was all here, Brad.
Would have been nice.
Still love you, Brad, but come on. And, yes, I'm on the website as well. So, shout out to Coach DC for extending that invitation to me. And I'll be pumping out a couple ones on offensive tackles here soon.
Shout out. Tell us about Supreme Lending.
Let me tell you about Supreme Lending. Look, Supreme Lending, it's a big decision to buy a home or refinance. And just like in sports, you need the right team behind you. That's why we're proud to welcome Supreme Lending to the Woodward Sports family. As a full-service lender, they boast a 99% close-on-time rate and a 97% customer satisfaction score. But the game changer is when you apply for an eligible loan and mention Woodward Sports, you will receive up to $500 off your appraisal. Score this deal. Call the numbers on your screen and talk to Chad and Chris today at Supreme Lending. Make sure you tap into that. And then also, Nick, after you get some nice money off on your appraisal, go to the fridge, and what are you cracking open?
A nice Gold Sun Cruiser vodka iced tea, 4.5% alcohol, low in calories. We're going to be gearing up with a boatload of Sun Cruisers here at Woodward Sports as we kick off the tournament, as you should as well. We love it here at Woodward Sports, and you're going to love it too. 4.5% alcohol, low in calories. No better pairing than Detroit Sports and a Sun Cruiser vodka iced tea. Make sure you guys give it a try and let us know what you think. Check it out.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone. You can get a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of that for just $15 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,700 locations worldwide. Join in Club Round Line at PlanetFitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
And Buddy's Pizza, home of the original Detroit-style pizza since 1946.
Buddy's
Make it a
Pizzeria.
Detroit-style watch party with Buddy's Pizza. Save 20% off a catering order of $200 or more with the promo code Woodward20. That's Woodward20 at Buddy'sPizza.com. And make sure you stay tuned because Friday, April 3rd, Good Friday, it's opening day. It's opening day. I was about to say it's Pistons, but it's not Pistons. It's baseball. Opening day. Buddy's Pizza watch party in downtown Detroit at 1 p.m. Make sure you are tapped in. Buddy's Pizza baseball, not basketball. Check it out.
Check it out.
Wake up in the morning, Chris got Pistons on his mind.
Man, I'm ready for the playoffs.
I'm ready too. We're gonna talk about them later, possibly if we make it there.
Probably not.
Shout out to Coach DC for stopping by. He brought up one thing that I've been wanting to hear all off season, or at least connect the dots at some point during the off season. And it's shame on me that I haven't. But what's the one thing I've been fucking jumping up and down and bitching for is changing the style of defense we run.
Yeah.
The archaic 3 linebacker set. I think we need to retire that shit. Especially now you're going into a season where you're missing your best coverage linebacker in Alex Anzalone. I do love Malcolm, though. Malcolm, if they do want to do that, I'm sure he's going to be their guy at the will. But Coach did bring up the fact that they did bring up 2 guys that are those nickel breeds.
Yeah.
Nickel safety type. And maybe one for, I think, Isian, probably a guy replacement for Brian Branch. And then maybe McQuarrie going to play like your straight-up nickel. And it's not even like he's elite at it, but it's a body.
He's a
still.
body.
And I just... Hopefully we're moving towards a new age defense. But if you're Kelvin Shepard, man, and last year you really couldn't chef up anything consistently with that defense, and now you go into an offseason where you literally have added 0 defense. I mean, this guy, he's set up for failure right now.
He's not. I'm not confident in the defense unless you are expecting a generational health run, which you haven't gotten out of this defense. And, Brad Holmes, since he took over the Detroit Lions and he dubbed himself the cornerback whisperer, has brought in Emmanuel Mosley, Cam Sutton, Terrion Arnold, Ennis Rakestraw, Amik Robertson, and now these 2 guys. Fired! Not going to say that I have faith in them to be difference makers, but like you said, man, they're bodies. And
Bodies?
You need some bodies back there because DJ Reed as well, he brought in.
And Carlton Davis.
But he's not here anymore. So.
He was the Super Bowl Patriots.
Best
Didn't want to
best
pay
one
anybody.
you brought in.
I was crashing out that day. You guys told me I was overreacting.
Yeah, Carlton's good.
Carlton's pretty fucking good.
So maybe these guys are just depth. Maybe they're just filler in the roster. But also, these are the type of guys that we're going to be signing. And these are the type of the guys that you have to sign when you have so much money committed to other players. And we talked about, you're going to lose the Alex Anzalones and the DJ Readers and players like that are borderline or edge, like not cheap deals but not super expensive deals.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that you lose. So get ready to speak McQuarrie.
I think if I'm Kelvin, and I'm structuring this defense, and of course I'm not, but the way I'm seeing it is you're probably not going to see what this – obviously you're not going to see what this defense is until Brian Branch comes back because he's truly the chess piece that you can move around the field, send on a blitz, back up in coverage. But I think when and if, knock on wood, everyone's healthy, I think you're probably going to put Isian, however you want to pronounce that one, at safety and let Brian Branch play the nickel spot where he could roam. You know
I hope so.
As your borderline 3rd linebacker.
I hope so.
Because he crashes down, hits like a linebacker too.
Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, I know –
it's the best thing to do in the NFL.
I talked about it a lot last year about how important they were to this defense and how important they were to the scheme that they want to run defensively because when you have a guy like Coach said, Kirby Joseph in the back is just he
blankets a quarter of the field. He don't throw there.
He makes quarterbacks think twice. And if they don't, he's getting the ball. Like that's what happens. Like we were comparing this guy to fucking Ed Reed. Like it's you're gonna miss that.
Insane stuff.
So
and the other guy you compared to Troy Polamalu.
The Lions are not going to do anything substantial next year unless Kirby Joseph is healthy. Flat out. Like they need him. He is that important for not only keeping the defense in check but creating turnovers.
I'm saying both of them.
And both of them. But I would say specifically Kirby. Like you need Kirby back there. if they want to win.
I just like if you're like, again, you let your best coverage linebacker go.
Mm-hmm.
You can't run that. You can't. The 4-3 is already archaic. You can't continue to run it.
Do we even have three linebackers on the roster right now?
Yeah, it'd be Campbell at the Mike. It'd be Malcolm at the Will, and then
Barnes at
the Sam. But that's again archaic defense, and none of those guys are leading coverage. Even Campbell, who's all pro this past season, there's one weakness in the game you pick out, or you would like him to be better at since you drafted him. It'd be coverage. You can't keep running the 4-3 bullshit. You got to move to the nickel stuff. I think that's what these free agency signings point to. But also when Branch comes back, that's when it should take off. I'm hoping. If you're Kelvin Shepard, I mean, you got to be a little bit pissed. That's the other thing too with asking Decker to take a pay cut. What were you going to do with this money anyway, brother? You're not spending a fucking dime of the money he was going to give back.
Yeah, they're sending him.
I'd be pissed if I was Decker too. You want me to give back money so you don't sign fucking anybody?
That's true.
You want me to give back money so you can sign a fucking bunch of nobodies in 1-year deals?
Yeah, so we can just have that $10 million buffer that they like to have.
Eat my ass. Like, fuck, that'd be pissed too. It's not even like you're spending it.
Hard pass.
Yeah. Trevor Nowaski incoming, says Xavier DT.
No, don't like that.
And I'm looking forward to his presser.
That's what it's going to be. Not a lot of teams have multiple, great linebackers. That's not really a position group you can throw a ton of money at.
Well, that's why they're not putting 3 of them in the field. We're trying to.
We're trying to. Yeah, you'd think you would have a couple good linebackers if you wanted to run 3 of them on the field at all times, but Jack Campbell's going to get $20 million a year. Derek Barnes already getting 8 or 9. That's your linebacking core. That's who it is.
Going on with my life?
You're not going to bring in a better linebacker or a more expensive linebacker than Derek Barnes.
Nick, I see you getting fired up in there.
I cannot believe this shit.
I'm tired of it, honestly. I mean, no doubt I am. I think they obviously have to change this defense. It feels like they're living in, the Stone Age over here. And I think Kelvin Shepard, I honestly thought that the way he looked down the stretch and the way this defense looked when Dan Campbell wasn't there to micromanage, everything as a coach, and he had to turn his attention to offense, Kelvin Shepard looked lost when he was calling defenses towards the end of the year. I believe it was 28-plus points per game down the stretch of the last 7 or 8 games when we lost the season for us and the reason we didn't make the playoffs. And I think Kelvin Shepard has a massive target on his back in terms of being the scapegoat, as he kind of walked into the way that this defense was called at the end of last year. So if he doesn't turn it around, when he doesn't even have all of his horses ready to roll, he's going to be in big trouble, because this defense doesn't have to be elite. It just needs to be average with the way our offense and, our offensive potential is, being a top 5 team in the league potentially. If they can just be an average defense, we're gonna be okay. But he wasn't average last year, and that's a problem.
Yeah, and I'm with you. He needs to make adjustments as well, and he needs to be better. DNC ENT says the parlay Spenny has made to reach the Lions' success, winning a playoff game. Unprecedented health, day 1 starting left tackle at 17, and Kirby's knees to not look like Lonzo Balls. We're
don't forget to add the edge in there too.
And you need the
second round edge.
You need a second round edge.
Yeah, it's looking like fucking shit. And that's why. And I'm trying to get better at it. But people trying to argue me on Twitter about the edge position. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and your answer to me is this magical parlay. I just can't accept that. It's just that's bullshit. That's foo-foo.
Our starting edge opposite Aiden Hutchinson right now is Ahmed Hassanin or Tyler Lacey.
Or Elite.
Don't worry about it. He's going to draft the guy in the first round at tackle. Who? I mean, what the fuck? And you going to promise he's ready to start? The guy I think that's truly going to be there for me, unless he moves up, like Spinny says. But again, do you want to move up? Because you have needs other places as well. Linebacker, arguably, if you're going to keep running the 4-3.
I don't think you can move up.
You can't move up, dude. Unless you want to sacrifice the following year's pick, sure.
Yeah.
I guess, but you need to tackle.
Nobody wants 4th and 6th round.
I think Max Eichenauer is probably going to be the pick at 17th if they stay put, which I'm 100% okay with.
Big dude.
Love him.
Yeah, I like him too.
I just think he's
raw. He's fucking raw.
By the way, shout out to Raw Juice, my guy Devin and his wife opened a business out there in 23 Mile Road. Make sure you guys check that one out.
Shout out Raw Juice. Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll talk something. Tell us about BlackRock.
BlackRock. Black Rock. Let me tell you guys about Black Rock. Listen, Tasty Tuesdays. They got a happy hour deal for you. It is a half pound of ribs, coconut shrimp, and fries, all for just $13.99. And on Sizzling Thursdays, you get a 6-ounce sirloin, shrimp scampi, your choice of super salad, and a side, all for only $19.99. Visit them at blackrockrestaurants.com to reserve your seat and check them out. It's more than just a meal. It's an experience at Black Rock Restaurants.
And Mad Packs.
Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com to find a store near you carrying the best product in the game. You know the high-lows. You know the Boom Chocolatas. But now they've got their own line of concentrates. Their Blue Night Live Rosin is elite. Make sure you check that out. Also, if you don't like all the waxes and the rosins and the heavy stuff, they've got flour-only pre-rolls as well. Just good old-fashioned doobies. So go to getmadpacks.com and find it near you today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Old Crown Royal Junior Jesters, 5 pre-rolls, 3.5 grams, coated in keef and infused with live resin is what I'm watching or partaking in when I'm watching The Sandlot. You gotta admit, it's elite. You know what I put them on yesterday or last week? Like Mike. Also all-time great.
That is a great
I
one.
saw on IMDb, it was really like a 4 or
shoes.
something. I don't know, how do you, that's a great movie. Like Mike's amazing. Make sure you check out what's also amazing, the Royal Junior Jesters. Hold on. Go ahead, you go right.
And let me tell you about Sam Adams. Listen, we are going to be at Art and Jake's in Washington Township on Thursday for the first day of March Madness, and we're going to be slamming Sam Adams cherry wheats. They're delicious. They're brewed with real Michigan cherries, and you can get some at an Art and Jake's near you today. Monday, Thursday, Sundays, they'll be $5 shorts, so go check them out. It's Sam Adams cherry wheat. Please drink responsibly.
Yeah, you made a noise when I said like Mike is amazing. What's going on?
That's aggressive.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie is aggressive.
All-time great movie.
No, it's not.
All-time great
If you
movie.
watched it as a child as well, all-time great.
I mean,
exactly.
it's a classic, but it's not like this cinematic masterpiece. Like,
yeah, but it's a
It's a
classic.
great-
It means you're a great movie.
Yeah,
If you reach classic, you're great.
I don't know.
He was locked in.
It's not like a great movie, you know.
If as an adult, sure.
Yeah, but it's a good movie
for its audience. It's a banger. What do you? I don't. You're disappointing me right now.
No, I mean, like I said, when I think of like great movie, I think of like cinematic works of art. Like Shawshank Redemption is a great movie. I don't know if I'd say Like Mike is in that same.
But how many children movies are like cinematic masterpiece?
That's what I'm saying. It's a different, different type of thing.
I think you gotta look at the genre.
Toy Story.
If it's a home run and
Toy Story is a great.
Toy Story bigger. If it's a home run and it's genre, it's great. You gotta
I'd say it's a good flick.
Grand Rapids Griffins, great team in the AHL.
Yeah,
we're gonna have more
Great
playing the Red
AHL.
Wings tonight. Oof! Have you seen like Mike Rook, Commish?
I have not.
Holes was better than Like Mike. I agree with that. Denver
I agree
Blair.
with that.
Holes. If you said Holes is a great movie,
Holes is a great movie.
I can see that. That holds more weight than Like Mike.
Dig it up, dig it. like Mike. Fuck
Spenny's
you.
a movie snob. I'm not a movie snob.
He's a
I'm
movie
just-
snob. Don't fucking fool
I mean,
Spenny, thoughts
like
on
good movies.
Chalamet getting host?
Chalamet.
Just kidding.
I haven't seen Marty Supreme. So
Did you watch Sinners?
I did watch Sinners.
was a
I
good
like
one.
Sinners.
Sinners too.
I think people calling Sinners like the greatest movie ever is aggressive, but it was a great movie.
Yeah, I hate that. To be honest with you, it's my community that does that. By the way, too, I'll full come out in front and say it. Like, I don't know why we do that shit. We gotta stop. It's like crying wolf. We gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
because
Sinners.
now when there's an actual good one, people aren't gonna give it a chance because we call the other bullshit good,
Yeah.
or not good, but like great. Good movies, not great.
Yeah,
you know.
Sinners is a great movie, but saying like people were saying, "Oh, it's the greatest movie ever made."
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no.
It was good though. Like I liked it. I
heard our boy Michael B got an Oscar or something last
Yeah,
night.
Michael B. Jordan got an Oscar.
Shout out.
Won it over Chalamet.
Chalamet.
What was Chalamet?
So I
Marty
guess
Supreme.
did you guys see
Okay.
how he came at like the people that make the voting or like do the votes?
Timothy Chalamet did.
Yeah.
He went at the.
Like on accident, he said like theater people or God, I gotta find this.
Oh,
yeah, he
I
said
did
something-
see
he said
some like
something
theater and
about
ballet. Yeah.
I just saw it on
bitching about
Twitter,
the
like just
judging.
some of the clips. Conan like roasted
Can you
him on
find
the
the quote? Because
monologue.
if it's what I think he was going, I kind of agree with him. No one gives a fuck about theater anymore.
Nobody cares about the theater. Yeah, it was pretty much like that.
As someone who actually enjoyed, like when I was in middle school, we'd
like
go
the
to the high
plays,
school and
yeah.
watch their plays. Yeah, I liked watching that shit. Like, have I been back as an adult?
No.
Do I plan going back as an adult? No.
There's an episode.
You know
about,
what I'm saying?
There's an episode of South Park called Broadway Brodown. It's arguably the best episode in the entire series.
I don't know.
And-
great. I don't know.
Go watch it. It is. And it's about like the theater was made by a bunch of bros for their wives to give them blowjobs. Because like you take your wife to a play and then she gives you a blowjob after. And so Randy Marsh writes a fucking musical, and he calls it Splooge Drenched Blowjob Queen. And like Steven Spielberg and all those guys are like telling him about context, and he's like the title, you have to put, it's got to be subtle. Instead of Splooge Drenched Blowjob Queen, why don't we call it The Woman in White? And they're like, wow.
That would have been a banger.
Yeah, it's a really funny episode.
Yeah. Welcome to Heavyweights. We're talking
West
about
Side
plays.
Story, bro. Sweeney Todd, bro. I
Have
do respect you,
Have
bro.
you guys seen a play as adults?
They're fighting in a parking lot of Hooters.
I took Teresa to something while back, but shout out South
Yeah.
Park. No,
You got the blowjob after? Oh, that's a thing. Is
I'm
it a
telling
thing?
you, that's
Oh, Dick confirm.
because it starts
no.
off.
I mean, their girls love when you do something for them.
Yeah,
That's fair.
it starts off with
I hate when I
Or-
do something for them. It's the worst.
It's
They like to do lame shit.
The episode starts off with them at the office, and like one of Randy's coworkers is like, "Yeah, I couldn't watch the Broncos game this Sunday. I took the wife to go see Wicked or whatever." And Randy's like clowning him and stuff. And then one of the other coworkers like, "She sucked your dick, didn't she?" He's like, "Yep, 30 minutes."
I'll have to try that out.
Snitching Shad with the super chat says, "Easy's talking like he's a part of the team." About like Mike or
I have no clue. Shad could lick my asshole. That guy sucks.
I don't give a fuck.
All right. I was gonna go Pistons, but I feel bad. Chris is off the mic. We keep bitching
Chris,
about the
get in the
Lions.
chair over here. Come on now.
Timothy Chalamet stars as a table tennis prodigy.
Yeah.
Do you believe he deserved the Oscar for that movie?
No,
That movie sounds boring as fuck. I,
heard
haven't
it-
even seen
I heard
it.
it was
I don't
overrated.
think he got screwed.
Nixon one made me not want to see it.
Yeah,
I
you-
just said
you
it
definitely
wasn't
said it was
great.
ass.
I
No,
respect
I
Nick's
didn't.
judgment of movies, and when I asked Nick about it, he was like,
He said it was ass.
He didn't say it was ass. He just was, yeah.
He said Timothy Chalamet sucks. This movie sucks.
I said it wasn't as
Yes.
hyped up as
Yeah.
it was coming from.
Which the hype, it looked sick.
I
had
thought
a
it was a
different-
good movie. I didn't think it was a great movie, and I didn't think like it was any of his best performances.
I also had like a totally wrong interpretation of the movie too. I thought that Mari Supreme was like why Supreme became a brand.
No.
And it's not the case at all.
Ping pong player. He
Yeah.
didn't even like win anything, right? He didn't even like win the Olympics.
Yeah, don't care.
Um,
No offense. I saw Tyler Creator. I was like, I'd like to go see if he's a good actor. I'm sure. Was he good? Was Tyler Creator good in it?
Yeah, he was good. Gwyneth Paltrow was pretty good.
out.
The other chick was good.
Gwyneth Paltrow still getting it done. Huh?
Forget her name.
Anne Hathaway
Odisa
last
or
night.
Odisa or
My
something.
lord.
Anne Hathaway and Tate McRae Oh my God!
If all those Colts were things, they could recruit me.
Anne Hathaway
Easily be recruited by Anne Hathaway.
We talk about Hall of Fame baddies, like Jessica Alba. We brought her up because she's a Hall of Fame baddie. We talk about Hillary Duff being a Hall of Fame baddie. Anne Hathaway might be the Hall of Fame baddie.
I saw someone quote tweet. She's the LeBron comparisons don't even like.
LeBron doesn't do it justice.
Can't be there anymore.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we're
like-
watching LeBron fall off.
Yeah,
She's still going.
She's like Gordie Howe. It's like
Shout out Gordie Howe.
shout out Gordie Howe.
I just watched a little mini thing on him last night.
Gordie Howe played until he was like 50.
I know.
The guy was a monster.
I know
Playing
he played with the
son.
Suns. Yeah, but I didn't. The AHL, whatever the hell it was called, not AHL, AWHL, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he brought them
Yep.
to the NHL because they stole Gordie. And who else did they steal? They stole somebody else as well. I don't know, but Gordie Howe was the reason why they got brought to the NHL, and he
Yeah.
was still fucking winning scoring championships.
Halle Berry is a Hall of Fame baddie for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
And
I was
free.
thinking about my personal Mount Rushmore of like that level. Obviously, there's like Jessica Alba's on there, Anne Hathaway's on there.
Hillary Duff.
I don't know.
Anna de Armas.
Anna de Armas is like, 'cause she's like 30.
Hall of Fame, like is a
No,
certain,
I mean
is
like
it a certain
longevity.
wing of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, certain, like the longevity.
Okay,
You know,
and Hillary's
Mount
not
Rushmore.
in there yet. She's got to be older for you then.
Hillary, I don't know. I feel like I gotta put like Beyonce in there. Like Beyonce's been hot my whole life.
Yeah, but
too.
why is Hillary not? I mean, Hillary, she's not.
I don't think Hillary Duff's as hot as Anne Hathaway.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm also really
Hillary
biased.
Duff is super hot though.
She's super hot. She's for sure on the longevity wing.
Halle Berry is a good one
Hey,
too.
you want to talk about longevity? Salma Hayek. She's like 50 and she is still.
I haven't seen her recently, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I'm
she's
gonna look her
still
up right
hot.
now.
She's got some cannons.
Yeah,
for
Sofia
sure.
Vergara. That's another one.
Sofia
They-
Vergara.
Sofia Vergara, she's in
Yeah.
that wing.
Fuck.
Chris
What am I-
Wilden,
What am
Betty
I?
White.
J-Lo?
Betty White is crazy. J Lo's up there.
Betty White off the love of the game.
Eva Mendes. I'm putting Eva Mendes
Mendes.
over Sofia Vergara or Salma Hayek. Eva Mendes is fucking smoke show.
I don't know if I'd put over Sophia, to be honest with you. Because Sophia got the heavy to go with. She got the body to go
Eva
with
Mendes,
too.
you see her tits in Trading Day though, they're pretty good. That was peak Eva Mendes too. That's when she was.
Eva Mendes.
And like I was just watching. I was just watching.
The other guys.
What? Yeah, the other guys. She is so hot, so hot,
She's gorgeous.
and she's really funny in that movie.
She's married to the
she's-
guy that looks like Jared Goff.
When she dress when they're
Gosling.
she's married who?
Gosling.
Gosling, yeah.
She's married to Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, they got kids and everything.
Wow.
She has a little
New
Gosling.
movie that's coming out with Gosling does look good.
I'm
yeah,
not
him and his
seeing-
pet rock.
What?
Yeah, the movie, like it's a pet rock with him in space.
No way, really?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's him in
literally,
space.
it's like an anthropomorphic rock that is like his little buddy, and they're in space together.
Is this movie out?
It's
No,
it's coming
not
out.
yet.
There are some movies. I think I'm gonna get back into like my movie theater grind
I bet he wins the Oscar.
because fuck no. Timmy Chalamet's coming for that Oscar.
No.
With Dune.
Dune
Dune
3.
will be out by then.
They're just gonna. All right, this is my little theory right here.
He's gonna be
guys.
Leo 2.0.
Yes, and that's why people tap in and give a shit. I mean, I was just looking on social media. I was like, oh, did he win it? Did he win it? Nope. But I wouldn't
That's
give
good-
two
that's
shits
good
either
theory.
way. I mean,
That is a good
it's
theory.
Chalamet just gonna keep getting hosed.
I remember a while back I was watching something on like this is like when I was like 13 or something like that. Remember VH1 was a thing?
Brunettes do reign supreme.
But they were talking about like how like all those award shows are more like politics than actual like winning awards. Like
Yes.
like your agent gets you the award, not like your performance.
It's how many blanks did you know what?
Yeah.
How many schlongs did you sling?
It's probably very accurate.
But also Odyssey, like Matt Damon might win an Oscar.
Matt Damon.
Oh, for the Odyssey.
Matt Damon.
The Odyssey.
I'm Matt Damon.
He doesn't. Does he have any? He's got a couple good roles.
he might.
Goodwill.
He might. Goodwill Hunting.
I've
yeah,
never
maybe.
watched the movie entirety, but I know it's good.
Wow.
You gotta watch it.
You should watch that.
Did
Yeah.
I
you
don't
guys
care. Sofia Vergara is overrated. Get the fuck out of here.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Did any of you guys watch one battle after another?
Yeah, I did.
No,
Did
I
you
heard
finish
it's good
it?
though.
I liked it.
I've seen the
I've like watched like the first like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I
Couldn't
just
finish
can't
it?
go through it.
I've seen the
No.
scene where the guy walks up
it's
to
just super.
it's super woke, right? That's what my friend said. He couldn't watch it because it was too woke.
I don't
The
know
beginning
about
was pretty woke, but after that, it was just moving.
I've seen the
Leo's hilarious in it.
scene where the guy walks up to Leo at the grocery store. He's like, "Yep, you like black girls? I love them." Like, that shit is so funny.
That guy, that's Sean Penn.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
He killed it.
That's Sean Penn.
Leo was hilarious, and then there's the young girl. She did a pretty good job too.
Christina Hendricks.
Sean
Christina
Penn won
Hendricks.
Best Supporting.
Who's that?
Have you seen Mad Men?
Nope.
She's
Maddie Men.
She's the
Many.
she's one of the thickest women ever. She's in Mad Men.
What else is she in?
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Oh, I don't know.
Megan Good. Shout out.
Shout out Megan Good. Yeah,
fine
Megan
as
Good.
fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah, she actually be in the longevity tier too.
Megan Good. Yeah.
Someone said Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne.
Matt
Jesus
Damon.
Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
I was thinking of Jason Statham.
Oh no. I used to hate him.
I mean, he's just the video.
He just never sold me on
video
badass.
Adam
until I
Ray
got
when
older.
Adam Ray talks about doing a Jason Statham impression. It's like Jason Statham finding out that like his
They
dog
need
has
a-
cancer or something. And he's like, it's just, I don't know. It's just so because he just like growls.
One word impression.
Yeah.
I did want
It's
to see
so
that when he
funny.
came out. Did you see Bumblebee? I think it's called.
Beekeeper.
Yeah,
Yes,
was it good?
It was really good.
It looked sick.
With Jason Statham.
It looked like
Yeah,
a fucking
it was
badass
good.
movie. I'm gonna watch that tonight actually. Oh no, the Red Wings are on. I'm not. But maybe tomorrow night I'll watch it.
Hopefully the Wings are up 6-0 after.
Gabrielle
2.
Union for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
she's
can
gorgeous.
agree with that one.
I haven't seen her in a minute either. All right, let's go to break. I think we're past being horn ducks. Tell us about Loom.
Let me tell you about Loom. Loom.com. Go to Loom.com. You can get 40% off if you spend $80 or more.
Jesus Christ.
Use promo code TEXTBREAK80. You get 40% off if you spend $80 or more. Screenshot this and show them. And make sure, all first-time customers get a free shake ounce. It's Loom.com.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
as they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
We expect to talk about sports every day. Wins, losses, pressure, expectations, but real life, that's not always easy. At Woodward Sports, you're never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you, not a cookie-cutter plan. With 16 locations in Michigan and 2 in Ohio, they make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, visit PurePsychMI.com.
What up, though, and welcome back to Woodward Voice Live, WoodSports.com. Each of us more action on Chris, Nicholas Cole.
Jessica Biel.
Bad.
She had such a peak.
Her
and then fell off.
She
hard.
fell off. What do you mean she fell
Well,
off?
she
She
just
ugly
stopped
now?
getting roles and stuff.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure she's still hot.
Very gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
Her and Chuck and Larry, I will never forget
When
that.
he walks in and she's
Yeah.
in the bra,
We'll never forget
oiled
that.
up.
That is fucking burned into my brain, son. That shit was elite.
Yeah, she's super hot.
Red Wings, still a point. Still
Yeah.
alive.
Still alive.
How we feeling?
Not dead yet.
They're playing their asses off.
They are playing their ass off, man. They're battling.
If those guys can come back and they're still playing as hard as this, I like it, but you need those guys
to come back. You need Dylan Larkin and Andrew Kopp to come back.
MBN on day to day.
MBN day to day. Rasmussen, who cares? But yeah, you need Dylan Larkin and Andrew Kopp back. And Kopp was on the ice recently, so although McClellan did say that nothing has changed about their injury situation, and they're going to review, after next week. So we'll see what happens with those guys. But yeah, you got a 4-game homestand coming up now. You got to win.
Perron's playing tonight.
Perron is playing. He played the other day too.
Okay, I didn't notice him out there.
You need to win, especially against Calgary. You cannot allow them to get a point. You need to get 2 points and win in regulation tonight.
Yeah, right now it's us and Boston with the wild card.
Ship it out to Boston
with a jacket sniffing. How do you guys feel about the games in? Oh no, they're only one game behind us.
Yeah,
in terms of games played, I should say.
Yep.
All right, we're doing better than I thought we were for some reason. Why is our point differential -6? Though? I don't like that.
Yeah,
that's something to worry about if we make the playoffs.
Well, we've been OT merchants this year.
Yeah,
we've been winning a lot of games in overtime, a lot of one-score games.
I remember we bitched about it the other way 2 years ago.
Yeah, well,
and now we're the beneficiaries.
We just got to win. We just got to win. Don't care how it is. Obviously, big week of games.
Get the OT. Keep good,
OT.
Honestly, I think that the more we see these Eastern Conference teams go to OT, the worse it is. I remember last season when a lot of these guys got these bullshit pity points, and some of these teams kind of already have these playoff spots locked in, so maybe they're not as hungry as a Columbus or a Boston is, but it's really frustrating to watch the teams below you get participation award basically.
But that's what we've been eating off of too.
Yeah, we have been eating off them, but yeah, we got to start winning more games in regulation, like I said. And then
the good news
you're right, Commish. You can't. There's nothing you can do to control it, but these teams going to overtime is just extra points for them, and the race is so tight. If you're playing Eastern Conference teams, like obviously we're playing Calgary tonight, so it's not too much of a worry if you go to overtime against them. But if you're playing Eastern Conference teams, you got to start winning in regulation.
Yeah, tonight you got the Canadians Thursday, the Bruins Saturday. There's some ground to gain against those guys, but there's also ground to lose.
You got to win 3 of the next 4. In my eyes, you got Calgary should be an easy dub tonight, and then you got Canadians, Bruins, Senators all at home, and they're all right next to you in the standings.
Yeah.
You need to take 3 of the 4. And that's just bottom line in my eyes.
Stone Cold said so. Happy 316.
And it's without Lark. So it's, can you show up without your captain? Can you pick up your captain who went down, who hopefully, comes back healthy when he does, but you got to find a way to get 3 out of 4. You're at home. I know your captain's not playing, but it's time to stop, making excuses. You got to pick up your captain.
Yeah. Shout out to Casper out there playing his ass off. How'd you feel about Raymond yesterday, Nick?
I wasn't able to watch the game yesterday.
Was that 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
He made you eat crow a little bit. You were just bitching about him on Friday, and he sent the game to OT. Finally woke up.
Him and Evanson stepped up when you needed them to. And if
they're going to
win
having a hell of a second half since he came back.
Yeah, he's been more aggressive. He's been more physical. He's been getting involved more in the offense, which is good because I do think he has a lot of offensive upside. So we're going to need those guys. You need them to step up. You need them to continue to step up. It was good to see Raymond and Evanson, kind of take over that game and get the point out of it and send it to overtime. But you need those guys to continue to step up without Larkin in the lineup.
Just looking at the stats right here, 3 shots on goal. He needs to have 3 shots on goal minimum every night out. I never want to see a 1 shot on goal again from Lucas Raymond. He's way too good. This team needs him way too much. So love to see that he got the goal, Commish.
Yeah, just one thing I wanted to say about this upcoming week. I think it's something that I heard D-Mac say for a long time now. These in-division games, they are, now correct me if I'm wrong, but basically 4-point swings. Because if you win in regulation, that's 2 points you have, that's 2 points they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this next week, I honestly think by the end of, not this Friday, but like next Friday, 2 weeks from now, we're definitely going to know whether this team is playoff worthy or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. They might, if you stumble this week, you're not going to be in the playoffs. Yeah. It's whether you're playoff worthy or not. You gotta win if you even want to be in there at all. So, gotta take care of business.
Well, we'll go to break. Come back. We'll finish up with mailbag. RC went in there from. I lost it. No, I found it. Rich Baldwin. Why don't comedy movies win Best Picture? We'll answer all those questions and more. But Feist, tell us about Dr. Pierce.
I will. Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce and Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts, Dr. Jeff Pierce, here to keep you in the game performing at your best. For more information, give him a call at 248-426-9944 or visit him at michigansportsandspine.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You can get a hot leather neck shave, a scalp massage, a hot towel treatment, all that wrapped into one in the King's treatment. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
What up, though? Welcome back to Heavyweights Mailbag.
Mailbag.
I saw a comment there. Why does the comedy win Best Picture? This has nothing to do with nothing, but Big Daddy, comedy, also good movie. Big Daddy's a tearjerker.
Big Daddy's a great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
See, you can't call
that can win the Best Picture.
You can't call Like Mike a great movie. And
Yes,
then
you
Big
can,
Daddy a
bro.
good movie.
It's relevant to the category in which it resides. It's a kid's movie.
Big
That's
Daddy's
a great kid's
way
movie.
better movie than Like Mike.
It's not a kid's movie.
Yeah, why not?
It's a different category.
You didn't say a great kids movie.
Brother,
You just
I'm
said a
not
great
trying.
movie.
All right, name a kids movie that's fucking cinematic. Nope. Good movie though.
Fox and the Hound.
Nope. I'm saying the kids movies.
Fox and the Hound is.
Toy Story 3, baby.
As a kid, did you like Fox and the Hound?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3, great movie.
Toy Story 3, never seen it.
What?
But I'm sure it slaps.
That's crazy.
Mailbag. John C. Reilly definitely plays Spinny in the movie. Who plays Easy?
Shout out John C. Reilly.
I'd say Denzel. No, probably Drewski.
Drewski.
If he's out there doing movies.
John C. Reilly's too old to play me. He's like 70.
Yeah, I can see it.
He's great in Kong, Skull Island.
Walk Hard, a Dewey Cox story, is one of the most underrated comedy movies ever.
Can't call it a great movie.
I didn't.
Nope. Can't call it underrated. Some big Samoan dude plays Easy. Dude, one of the funniest scenes. It's a very, very, I think it's like a 2-word scene. You guys ever seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's like crying, and they're walking back with a pig. And he's like, "Stop crying like a baby."
Yeah.
He's like, "At least I look like a baby." I fucking cried laughing this shit.
Mailbag best Star Wars movie, Revenge of the Sith.
I couldn't differentiate them, but my favorite one was when Skywalker turned bad.
It's Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
Okay, that's the one then.
Anakin.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's the best one. It's got the longest sword fight in the history of cinema in it.
Which is
him and Obi-Wan at the end on Mustafar.
Yep.
Is Darth Maul in that one too? No?
Pretty whack.
Nope, that's Phantom Menace.
I like Phantom Menace a lot.
Really?
I like Darth Maul. I think he's a badass fucking bad guy.
Darth
and
Maul,
I used to be scared of him.
Darth Maul animated
I was
show
scared too.
coming
As a
to
kid.
coming to Disney Plus. Animated Darth Maul show. It's gonna be fucking sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that.
Yeah.
Same animation style as Clone Wars and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be
Clone
fire.
Wars is goated. If you haven't watched Clone Wars, you should watch Clone Wars with your son. I told you.
I
about
tried.
that.
He ain't really.
Try again when he's like, how old is he?
6.
He's 6. Okay, try again in like a year or two.
Yeah.
I remember I saw I went and saw Clone Wars for one of my birthday parties. Like, the movie came out first, and then they did the show after. And one of my birthday parties, me and all my friends went and saw Clone Wars.
Fucking nerds.
Awesome. It's sweet.
I'm just joking.
Fucking dope.
Mailbag is Jake Paul and MVP Promotions going to steal the MMA from UFC? No. With Ronda Rousey? No. I don't give a. All due respect, don't give a fuck to watch Ronda Rousey fight. To be honest with you,
because I'm gonna get it right up in ya.
Obi-Wan did punk Maul twice.
Is it Francis Ngannou on the same card? I think I saw. But who's he fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, kudos to them if they do. If they want to, they should set up Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz.
Darth Maul 0 for 2 against Obi-Wan Kenobi. That is true.
Ronda doesn't do it for you, easy.
That's why Obi-Wan's the GOAT. People forget. Obi-Wan is the GOAT.
Obi-Wan? I thought Darth Maul killed him.
Nope. He killed Qui-Gon Jinn. Obi-Wan, greatest Jedi of all time. Not the chosen one, but the greatest Jedi of all time.
Greater than Luke?
Yep. Yeah,
Greatest.
Luke's not even a Jedi. Luke's a bitch.
Greatest woman
Didn't finish his
fighter
training.
of all time, Ronda Rousey.
Huh? But isn't he like the dark side version of the Jedi? Like, isn't that the same thing? There's the dark side, or whatever the fuck they call him?
the Sith.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So isn't that like a Jedi? Just a bad version of
Who?
the Jedi?
Luke?
The
Luke's
Sith?
a good guy. You mean Anakin?
Yes.
No, Anakin.
That's why I apologize.
Darth Maul, he's Sith Lord. Anakin had the most potential as a Jedi. He was maybe the strongest Jedi when he was a Jedi, and he's the chosen one. But Obi-Wan's the GOAT of the Jedis. Maul did kill Obi-Wan's girlfriend. Yep.
Shout out.
Maul not a simp confirmed. Says Delonte.
Anson Wells. I love Obi-Wan, but no.
Who's better?
I'm not as heavy into Star Wars. I mean, Kamish, you sound like a Star Wars guy. Is that a fair statement? Obi-Wan
A little bit.
GOAT?
I was
over
it's close.
Anakin.
My favorite was always Anakin growing up. I loved Anakin. I remember I dressed up as him for Halloween one year. So
Yeah, Anakin's the man.
Anakin is the
Anakin
man.
was always my favorite.
Like I said, he's the chosen one. He brought balance to the Force, and he fulfilled the prophecy. And when he was fighting, like, even Obi-Wan says Anakin's the strongest. Anakin's the strongest Force user ever. Like,
for sure.
With his ability to control
Jumping
the
out of
Force.
fucking planes and shit.
Yeah. But Obi-Wan is he's the GOAT Jedi.
No shit. Nate Diaz returned to MMA to fight Mike Perry in a 5-round welterweight fight May 16th, 2026. If that's the Ronda undercard, that's actually pretty impressive by MVP.
Nate Diaz and
Mike Perry.
for
I know. I will be watching.
Jake Paul's thing?
Yep.
Wow.
That's impressive. I'll watch. All right.
Yoda trained the dipshit that saved the galaxy. He did. He did. That's
Shout
Luke.
out.
Ahsoka? No. Oh, come on.
Who the hell said that?
Come on, Anson.
Anson.
Ahsoka's good, but not the GOAT.
What are we doing here? For the GOAT Jedi of all time?
It's Obi-Wan, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Anson may have just watched. Was it
Ahsoka? The
yeah,
show?
He might just be getting
still haven't
off
seen
watching that show. Me neither.
If you're a Star Wars fan and you haven't watched Andor, you're fucking up. Because Andor, I think, is the best thing that they've done since, like, Clone Wars and since Revenge of the Sith. It's so
How about
good.
this? This is my only Star Wars take because I'm not that deep in it like you guys. But I think the best sword fight, he's the longest sword fight, is the best sword fight, Yoda versus Count Dooku. He's doing all those fucking crazy flips and
That
shit.
one is dope.
That shit was
That
sweet.
one is dope. I
Or
would
Anakin
say,
versus Count Dooku.
I would say, yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan versus Count Dooku is a good one. I would say Yoda versus Palpatine is a good one as well as Yoda versus Count Dooku. Count Dooku is one of the greatest. Like, the way Count Dooku used to 2v1 Anakin and Obi-Wan
I
all
didn't
the
like
time.
that shit. I hated
He's the
that
man,
shit.
bro. He was
That's why I don't. That's why I don't like that fight because it's a 2v1.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
I mean, Count Dooku is the best, like, most skilled sword fighter out of all the Jedi. Yeah, he was the fucking man.
He's got the lightsaber with the curve to the
Yeah,
left.
dude. It shows
yo.
height. Count Dooku's curves to the
They like
left
that
a
one.
little
Does
bit.
it really?
Yeah.
No way. I
all
never noticed
bendy.
that. Andor is easily the best Star Wars property of all time. Spinny says the same thing. I didn't make it into season 2 fully.
Andor, season 2 of Andor is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
I will say this though, been watching Homeland, great fucking show.
Homeland is great.
Phenomenal fucking show. I
Yeah.
mean, I got 4 more seasons still. I think they could keep this thing rolling. It's
Yeah,
nuts.
I'm on season 4, I think.
I'm on 3 where they just I don't want to do spoilers. But it's just crazy. They just keep the fucking story rolling. Like keep
Yeah.
you like locked in. It's I don't know.
Mace
I'm very
Windu is the
impressed.
man. Mace Windu is the man for sure.
John Jones already asked for his release from the UFC. What if Jake Paul can bring him back to step in and fight Francis? Holy fucking shit.
John
that would
Jones
be
step
a
in to
mad
fight-
dunk on Dana White.
John Jones fighting Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
That would be nuts. That would be nuts.
That'd be nuts. They would make Dana White look like a bitch if that happened.
Yeah.
Because Dan had every opportunity to do that.
So would they do boxing or would they do?
I think MMA because that's doing an MMA card.
Shit.
We clapping Ahsoka.
Yes.
Hey, Padme though.
Padme's the goat.
Oh my god.
Padme's the goat. I would have done what Anakin did too if I fumbled
For
Padme.
goddamn right.
Yeah, like you had it made, brother.
Because I'm gonna get it right up in ya.
I murdered them, and not just the men, but the women and the children, like animals, because that's what they are, dude.
Yeah, Natalie Portman.
Fuck, I gotta watch.
I don't know if we need to get an updated picture of her. She could be in the longevity wing too if she's still looking like that.
Yeah, Natalie,
she's gorgeous.
Natalie Portman, I would destroy the universe too if I fumbled Natalie Portman.
Yeah,
she's an all-time baddie for sure. Okay, so we got Jessica Alba, Anne Hathaway, Natalie Portman, Hilary Duff, Halle Berry,
Salma
Hayek.
Salma Hayek's my.
I haven't seen updated Salma Hayek.
Okay,
she still looks.
She's
good.
still yeah. Go check out
Sofia Vergara.
Sofia
She
Vergara
still looks great.
We're just horned up, dude. We're just letting everyone in.
Man,
This feels like the NBA or Basketball Hall of Fame. You're just letting everybody. Chris Webber, come on down! Trey Burke!
There you are. Well, that'll do it for us today. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Oh, wait, no, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the watch party for the World Baseball Classic. But for Easy, for Kamish, for Chris, for Nick, I am Spencer, and we're the Heavyweights.
Go Wings!
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.